Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Very nice. I love the new introduction to the show. It is a great day to be alive on this Friday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me, viral Kyle Wallace and Super Bowl 50 runner-up Brad Nortman. Alex Strofe is running the show, hot off Mr. Irrelevant. You, KBN Nation, at 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line.
You are in a great mood. You are completely different than yesterday. You had a good night's sleep last night, didn't you?
Sure did, Kyle. Baby girl got it through the night.
Oh,
and I love how you left the chorus in for me to just groove around in my seat, Trophy.
Happy Friday, buddy.
Happy Friday to you all.
How you feeling?
I was wearing a Patagonia, and I realized,
cool,
I got to take that thing off.
Cool.
I am wet as can be underneath the armpits. Like, I have a lot of pit sweat, so I'm trying to air dry that out. But I could use the help of KBN Nation right now because I did my good deed of the year. I went
of the year.
That's it.
January
You're done.
24th.
I'm done, Kyle.
It off.
I'm done. During a company-wide call, as a slow-arriving crew at the office today, was, you know what? Like, for those who showed, and put in the effort, I was like, I want to get some pizzas for the office. So I go down. I get 3 pizzas.
Wow, Benny Moneybags.
Yeah.
The other 3 were going to be 20 more minutes, so, people got started before the call, and then I brought 3 more up. But what I started realizing is we got a bunch of scoundrels in this office. There's 3 pizzas out there. There's less slices of pizza than there are people for the original 3 boxes. People are grabbing 2 right off the rip. 2 slices right off the rip.
Ooh, 2. I mean, that's probably what you're supposed to do is 2.
Not when there's more people than pizza.
You usually start with one slice.
Let everyone get one.
And then you circle back
but Kyle,
if there's extras.
You found out about the pizza late because you were on your show on 101.7 The Truth from noon to 1.
I sure did.
And then you were on a call till 1:40, and then you had a slice, right?
I happened to see 2 boxes of pizza, and y'all know me, Fat Me, said, ooh, pizza?
Now, I am shocked that you went into the pizza because when I tell you the scoundrels that were going in these pizza boxes,
no.
I'm seeing hands.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm seeing cheese being grabbed and put back on the box.
No, you a lie.
Not
No,
a lie.
there's-
Brad, you saw it.
Yep, separating 2 pieces with your hands with the crust, taking only the one. It was a very cheesy pizza, very cheesy-centric pizza. So when you pulled it away, that string of cheese was stayed connected
And they touched it?
to the mothership
yeah.
pizza.
I ate the crust, too.
And then they
I know
picked
the
it up
crust.
and they plopped it back on the pizza.
What the hell? What are we doing? We're
And I
adults.
purposely didn't tell you because I knew you were going to end up getting pizza and I wanted you to have.
Adults. I should have got the veggie pizza. I got the barbecue chicken. I know they picked all over that with their little nasty,
Oh,
grubby,
yeah.
dirty
I saw,
hands.
I
that
saw
one.
people all up in that one. I saw
Oh, my
people all
God.
up.
All right, can I
I'm about
fill
to
you in
catch
on what
up.
happened with the barbecue chicken pizza?
Oh, no, come on.
This is done.
come on,
and you know how you say you a lie? I am not a lie right
come
now.
on, please don't say
So there were
something
6
bad.
pizzas. I brought up 3, and then 2 were ready, and he tried to rush the barbecue chicken. He showed it to me. He's like, should I put it in more? I was like, I can clearly tell that the cheese wasn't fully melted. And so he had already cut the pizza, and he was having a hard time re-scooping the pizza with the pan thing and then getting it onto a tray to
Oh,
put back
it was
under
floppy?
the oven. No, because he had already cut it, so he couldn't get it all in one scoop. So then he took the pizza shovel one by one for each slice. So then when he put it back in the box, it wasn't like it was just like slices all over the place in different directions. And so then, I know, but then people are grabbing around, and so the barbecue chicken went through a hell of a ride to get to your mouth.
I'm sick of people around here. I'm sick because I done had people try to reach in my bag of chips and ask me for chips. Matter of fact, we got a couple people around this place that done asked me for some chips. And when you ask for something, you're supposed to open your hand up. You're not supposed to dig your hand in. And so I'm sick of people around
Why
this
do you keep
office.
looking
Kyle,
at me?
It's my favorite part. The entire time that Strofe's been on the show, he's just been sitting back there, and every time Kyle complains about something gross that's
He's
happened in
staring
the
at me.
office, he looks right at Alex Strofe.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
does.
have a piece of pizza today.
Are you saying he's a filthy
I didn't
human?
eat any chips today.
It's-
I don't know why you keep looking at me.
It's guilt by association. Everybody, you ain't the only one back there. Madison Hayes, 24, is back there too. Everybody around, all
Kyle,
4 of y'all is guilty.
Oh, trust me. So after I brought the first 3 pizzas and I saw the scoundrels, when I brought the next 2 and we had to wait for the last one, the barbecue chicken, I went right away. I was like, I'm going to be the first to grab a slice after watching all you go through this like it's Play-Doh.
But Kyle, you should expect a little bit of, it to be worked through, because this isn't a tray of cupcakes. This is pizza. They're all connected with one another. And this is, even though pizza etiquette would say you only touch your pizza, you cut the cheese, you put that on your plate.
Yeah.
You only take one piece.
Decency is
hands
clearly
only
there.
here.
I'm sick of this. But I love GKB and I love the Milwaukee market. But dang it, I done had to go through a lot of just inappropriate, nasty things over the last 48 hours.
A lot of food drop Fridays over at the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios.
Those are organized.
Free Food Friday.
So let's hear from our producer over in Madison. How's the etiquette of the team in Madison versus what we're describing of Play-Doh going for pizza? Great to see they're working hard.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Ryan Wollersheim, I will give you a swirly so fast. What is the etiquette like for
Adequate.
What is the etiquette like for you guys on Free Food Fridays? Do you dig in with your hands? Are you cutting it up? Because Kyle ate pizza that was probably touched by 10 different hands.
Oh, no.
I would say it's first come, first serve. It's just like a sea of people descending upon a food table. Whoever gets it first gets it.
And are you a leftovers guy?
Oh, am I a leftovers guy, Ben? I mean, how do you think I survive?
So you take the Free Food Friday at the ESPN Madison office for like 3 meals over the weekend.
There's usually not that much left over, but yeah, I mean, I like to nibble on the cold chicken nuggets, whatever we get.
You don't reheat the chicken nuggets over the weekend?
Well, I mean, it depends. Do I get home and I'm just still hungry and I just can't wait? Or do I just actually wait till Saturday and throw it in the air fryer?
It's 1 minute in the microwave.
I mean,
you want to air fry that.
yeah.
Microwave.
But you'd rather have microwaved hot than cold.
Brad, sometimes
I'm
you're
Tim
hungry.
Brad here.
Yes.
No, sometimes
at bare
you're hungry.
minimum,
Like
you
if
don't
you're-
go cold chicken
if
nugget.
you're hungry, if you got time, you air fry it. Absolutely. But
Brian hasn't had a date since 2010. He's got plenty of time to put food in the air fryer.
Oh, he might be
He
hungry.
was in 4th grade.
That's what I'm saying. It was his first kiss and his last kiss.
Man, you gonna let him talk about you like this?
He knows I'm not off base.
Well, look, I'm happy with me and my chicken nuggets. That's all I'll say, Ben.
It's a true love story.
Well, Wooly described the Madison office as a sea of people that congregate and flock to the pizza. Now, when Ben walked up with the pizza, one would think that, like that bees to honey, that the whole office would just swarm the pizza.
This
and
is a good point,
congregate.
Brad. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, 800-990-3776. What is pizza etiquette in public and in big group settings?
Yeah, and so Ben walks up. He's got 3 pizzas in his hand. The team company-wide meeting is about to start, and I think Ben's ready for a round of applause.
I'm
honestly.
sure he is.
This is my good deed. I'm looking for a little love.
This man was looking for glory
And
by
he's
doing
got a
this.
pep in his step as he enters our main area, and he goes, "Friday pizza, everyone!" And he
That
sets
was your
the pizza
line?
down. He said
Something like that.
He said, "Yeah, fourth Friday pizza, everyone!" And he comes and he sets the pizza down, and he's unboxing them. He's unboxing
I
them.
turn around.
Most people are behind him, and he looks to turn around. No one's moved. No, probably 30 people. Nobody's moved. And Ben, you were like, "Hey, there's free pizza over here," and still
Nobody
moved.
believed me.
You were demanding people to eat pizza?
No,
I just wanted so much. You were so upset
No,
that you did
no,
this
but
big
because
show.
after I left the pizza area, then it was like the pizza was gone within 5 minutes.
Yeah, so I think everyone was a bit. They had like a lack of trust for Ben Brust. Like, what's the hook?
That adds up.
Like, what's the situation here? It took some some brave souls to be the first ones at it. But then once that happened, the flock happened. But the initial reaction to Ben Brust, free pizza, the thing that would bring everybody together, right? Free pizza, people swarm. Don't even think twice about it. With Ben, everyone had a little bit of second thought. There was some hesitation there.
Wouldn't you? I mean, if it wasn't for the fact there was a one of our wonderful teammates upstairs, she was moving the pieces, so I trusted her, right? I trusted
Yes,
her. Had it
yes.
been Ben, I would be like, what are you over there doing? What are you up
You're
there?
telling me if I was by the barbecue chicken pizza, you may not have actually gotten a slice?
The level of excitement of me going to get a slice would have been significantly less. Yes, I probably would have said, you know what? I'm good.
What's wrong with me? Is it me?
Were you discouraged at first?
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn, I got 3 more pizzas coming. But I hope these people eat.
Yeah, you really thought. I'm telling you, the thing about him is he's a shiner. He's what we call a shiner. Somebody that always wants to be in the front and shine. Somebody who always wants all the attention. So Ben saying that I did my good deed for the year. He wants everybody to know he did a good deed. Ben, who paid for the pizza? Did you?
Me.
This was an underwhelming
Time out.
reception
No, he
for him.
lied.
Oh,
He
he's
lied.
smiling.
Wait a minute.
He's
He
smiling.
a damn lie. You didn't pay for the
It was
pizza.
my idea. I went to Vice President and Market Manager Greg Scalzo. I said, Scalzi, what do you think about a little piece of Friday for the people who show up today?
And he's paid for it?
He goes, I said, I'll put on my card. And he said, you can expense it and whatever. I was like, sounds good. And then he goes, you know what? You know, he has somebody help him with his calendar and whatnot. She had a company credit card.
And he harassed her, and he said, you, come here. Now, she said, what is going on? She said, come on. She said, ah! She literally told me.
I scared her.
She said, I screamed. I said, well, what do you expect? It's Ben Brust. And then you questioned, is it me? Yes, it's you, bro. You are asking for a credit card.
I said, hey, we're going on a secret mission. And like we went like a funky way. She's like, I've never been on the stairwell. And as soon as she said that, I turned around and go, ah! And then she screamed, obviously, at the top of her lungs.
Ben, what
which
is
I probably
wrong with you?
shouldn't be scaring teammates.
Okay, in our pre-show meeting, KBN Nation, we always have a pre-show meeting, talk about what we might talk about today. And Ben, straight as can be, we said, who paid for the pizza? Said, I did. He said, I thought it'd be something that I wanted to give a shout out to my fellow teammates that were here on a Friday. I even thought to myself, I was like, dang, that's generous, Ben.
This man,
He said it again on air.
What'd he say?
Only to be now said, oh no, it's Greg Scalzo.
He lied.
He held it, but he held the lie for like 4 minutes.
And
That's
all you
why
why
wanted.
can't be
Brad,
trusted.
for 2 hours, you thought I was a gentleman.
I was like, I'm not sure I would have done that.
And
Like,
he-
that's so nice of you, Ben.
He
But
went
now it's
so
just a
far,
raid.
Brad. He went so far to sit here and say, "I did a good deed." No, you're just the pizza delivery boy, Ben. That's all you are. You
I didn't
don't
even get a
you-
tip.
You
Yeah,
deserve
that's
a couple singles is what you deserve. That's it. You don't
No.
deserve
I'll take 'em.
applause. You don't deserve thank yous. You deserve nothing. The only reason you did this is because you wanted recognition.
No, that was my idea, though.
No. What your idea was not, hey, the office is half empty. We should reward the hard
No,
work.
that is
No,
how
it was not.
you think
You wanted free
you
pizza.
think the market
You
manager
wanted
wants to
free
spend
lunch.
money on our teammates that didn't show up?
That was your way to angle it. You were like, oh, what do I want for lunch today?
No,
Pizza
exactly.
sounds
No, you
good.
think I already the pizza has so much grease that I ever in the bathroom twice. You think I wanted that? No, I was trying to do a good deed.
You know what's interesting? Because Ben walked in, it certainly seemed like he was looking for the recognition and the thanks
Right.
for the pizza.
Right.
Isn't it etiquette? We're talking about pizza etiquette. Isn't it etiquette to maybe proclaim who bought the pizza? Not like, hey, everyone, market manager, big boss man, Greg Scalzo bought us pizza.
I had to convince. I had to go through
This
like
is- oh,
I had to
stop
convince
it.
him for 5 minutes to do this.
Oh,
5
my
minutes. I
gosh.
spent more time getting intern audio yesterday than you did convincing him to get pizza.
Real work. Ben doesn't know what that is.
This is pizza.
Everyone's
on
going
scalps.
home today with a couple more bucks in their pocket and a happy tummy because I convinced Greg Scalzo to let me purchase pizza on his card.
You are such a fraud.
He is. And you lied to our boy Brad. Brad, now you know.
I
Do
literally thought, I
not
was like,
trust
Ben,
him.
Ben had the idea. He fronted the cash. He did the running.
He told us multiple times he paid for it prior to the show.
He did.
He
and,
lied
and
to
I
us.
actually had some sympathy for Ben. I was like, Ben's trying to do something. Come on, people, get some pizza, guys. Even this, you guys know me. I had lunch as I drove in today.
So you probably wouldn't have gotten a slice if you knew I didn't buy it.
I wouldn't have. I had my fiber wrap. I had carrots and celery, and I had apples. And I was like, I'm pretty content with that. But Ben brings in pizza. Nobody went up there. I was like, I gotta support my guy. I went up there and I got a slice of greasy,
You don't do my
cheesy
man.
pizza.
You don't do my man off his regimen and his diet.
I did.
Yeah, over a
My
lie.
waistline is an extra half an inch.
What'd you say?
Minute on the lips,
minute
forever on the hips.
And it's forever on my hips because Ben Brust swindled and bamboozled me.
Wouldn't be the first time.
When are y'all gonna learn? This is on you guys. Who's the dummy now?
Yeah, you just a lie, boy. Always a lie. You a lie.
Who's the dummy now? Todd and Franklin, 800-990-3776. Pizza etiquette. What do you got?
Pizza etiquette. I try to keep it to me touching my own piece, but everybody knows that's impossible. If cheese has to be cut with your fingers, so be it. I'm not going to lose my cookies over somebody touching a piece of pizza that
Look,
I'm going to have.
I'm with you, Todd, but we're dealing with germaphobe City Central here.
Todd, listen, I wish I could be that naive, but I work with a man that literally goes to the bathroom, 1 or 2, and he comes out and he does not wash his hands.
No, you know I've made strides with that.
But there's other people that do that as well, and so I don't want to eat other people's nasty bacteria. So, Todd, you should really think about, you don't want people touching your food. You don't know where their hands be.
Well, we have on our YouTube page, we got Tony Cartagena, executive producer of the Thanalysis show. He says, everyone still thinks Ben paid for the pizza. That was 2 minutes ago. Unbelievable.
Woohoo! Job done for the day. 800-990-3776. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
I think the three of us, that's excluding Ben, need to go fill in our teammates what actually happened.
Just send a company email. Just be like, hey, Greg Scalzo paid for this, not the fraud Ben. Giannis Antetokounmpo, a true humble professional, had some really, really great words yesterday post
you don't
their
care.
win.
Something's wrong with that. He does not care. He lied to you today, bro. He lied to you.
I am beside myself. I seriously
Wait,
thought
did you just find out in this segment that I didn't pay?
Yes. I thought to my core. From the minute you walked up till we started this segment, I thought Ben paid. I was like, man, that is a good deed.
You know what? I hope you got the bubble guts.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I'm about being young, wild, and free.
No, you're not.
I'm about being...
You're not young, wild, and free.
Yeah, I am young.
You're not
wild,
that.
I am
Every
wild.
time I ask
wild.
you to do something, I check with a girlfriend.
Wait, why are you taking shit? Why are you going personal? Why you gotta talk about business? I can still be free with a lady.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The Homer Hour with special guests every day from 5 to 6.
Right now, they'd be a toss-up with the herd.
People just don't know how funny mean you are.
Come on.
Well, I mean, that's mean, but it's funny, and the funny trumps the mean, and so you laugh.
But there might be some truth to that.
Of course there's some truth to it.
The Homer Hour with Homer. Weekdays from 5 to 6. Right here on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on YouTube.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA, founder of Right Choice Tax and best-selling author on how to have less stress with the IRS. The IRS has you in their crosshairs. We are local and know how to deal with the IRS and state to solve your situation. Just the other week, we successfully removed the target on Nick to get $194,358 of taxes and penalties removed. This is why I started Right Choice Tax Resolution, to help people fight the IRS and state. You don't know the ins and outs of all the taxes they can charge you or the more than 150 penalties they can impose on you. Make the right choice and call us at 844-222-1192. We want to help so your bank account doesn't get wiped out, your paycheck or Social Security garnished, or a lien put on your house. Get rid of that stress and get back to enjoying life. The situation won't go away if you do nothing. Call us at 844-222-1192 or visit rightchoicetax.us right now to book a meeting.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart, located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. National Liquor Mart is packed with deals for all your beverage needs, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
The Bucks used a 44-point second quarter and ended the period on a 15-2 run to extinguish the Miami Heat 125-96 at Fiserv Forum. Damian Lillard finished 1 rebound shy of a triple-double, 29 points, 11 assists, and 9 boards in the win.
Comes the catch-and-shoot three from the corner, and Lillard splashes it through. Fading out of bounds, a buzzer beater from Damian Lillard after what was a 44-point quarter for Milwaukee.
The 25-17 Bucks, now winners of 5 straight, start a 4-game West Coast road trip Saturday night against the Los Angeles Clippers.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
Save big money at Menards and stock up on your favorite Procter & Gamble products. We carry quality products from brands you can trust, like Dawn, Tide, Bounty, and more. Keep your home clean and stocked with essentials like paper towels, toilet paper, dish soap, and more. Now through January 26th, head to Menards to get a great deal on qualifying Procter & Gamble products. Plus, view the weekly flyer for other great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards. It's the perfect Valentine's heart.
The kind a schoolboy would draw.
It's the most adorable pendant we've ever created.
Innocent, fun-loving, and sweeter than honey.
Cute, cute, cute.
It's cherry red ceramic that's been through the fire.
We've been making ceramic jewelry for thousands of years.
Seriously?
Google it.
But this ceramic heart has things they didn't know about thousands of years ago.
Like what?
Diamonds. 18 of them.
These created diamonds were made for the one who sparkles like the sun.
I can see her in my mind right now.
It's the perfect Valentine's gift.
And it's only $128 at Kessler's.
Monica, what else do we have?
We have 4 different ways to say I love you.
Each pendant is a different shape covered in diamonds.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
An oval.
A square with rounded corners.
A teardrop.
And a heart.
Your choice, just $148 at Kessler's. For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never
there goes Alex Strofe. I'm perfect. I'm on air all the time. Put me on social media. I love this company. He sends out a company email. Team, it has been brought to mine, Kyle, and Brad's attention on KBN that Ben Brust has lied and deceived you all today. Today around noon, Ben came joyfully running up the stairs exclaiming Pizza Friday, acting as if he was doing the good deed for his teammates. Truth be told, Greg Scalzo and a wonderful teammate of ours are the two that should be thanked for the 4th Friday lunch, not Ben. We sincerely apologize for the dishonesty by our co-host and friend. Please feel free to rescind your thanks to Ben and pass that along to the real heroes this Friday.
Yep.
Sincerely? Who signed the email?
Sincerely, Alex, Kyle, and Brad.
Public service announcement.
It is.
I just love that I duped Brad to the point where he felt so bad that when I brought the 3 pizzas up, you had already ate lunch and nobody came to get pizza, and you started the train of people getting pizza and you didn't even actually want it.
I wasn't hungry. That was a forced-fed piece of pizza.
Did you just go get another slice?
Yeah, I don't want it to go to waste.
Wait a minute, Kyle.
What?
If you take a bite of that pizza, you no longer can say, I'm sickened by germs and public food.
I put my hands all over that one.
You are eating all of the food I bring in.
I am sickened by germs. I am. But you know what? I already ate the first slice, so the second slice, I might as well keep eating.
So my favorite part as he's eating the barbecue chicken pizza that I documented was
Did you wait until the commercial?
Not cooked. No. It was not cooked enough. And so as he put it in the box, the pieces were everywhere. I took all the barbecue chicken pieces and tried to place it as if it was in like the shape of, because I wanted it to look presentable so people actually took them.
You touched all the pieces.
There was probably like 4 of them that were upside down that I wanted to try and put 8 slices to make it look like a real pizza.
Man, nobody cares. You just trying to do too much all the dang time. Always, just let it be.
There's another area to blame here too, because if people are not given the right tools for something, they become barbaric. They use their hands. If you would have set out a spatula, some forks, maybe that would have helped people.
So that's on me?
Yeah, that would have had some good forethought to avoid all these germs being spread on all these pizzas.
I'm so glad I didn't eat a piece of pizza.
It's delicious. I ain't gonna lie.
It's good.
A little jalapeno on that barbecue chicken.
If I get sick from this, oh well. See y'all next week.
Listen, it was good pizza. It was good pizza.
I'm on the right side of history here.
All right, so we're gonna put the pizza aside for a second because we want to hear some audio of someone very similar to me, very humble, a lot of humility, great perspective, 24/7. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He spoke to the media after the game against the Heat last night. And Brad has some takeaways. Obviously, as my kindred spirit, me and Giannis, I have some takeaways as well. We will hear from Giannis post-game after their victory against the Miami Heat.
Probably was just trying to stay locked in. It's not the toughest conditions I've played basketball. The only difference is that we had to take a flight. But I think at the end of the day, if you call, this adversity, I think the team responded very well facing this adversity that we had to take a flight for 2 hours before the game. At the end of the day, we still woke up in a 5-star hotel, had breakfast, sit down as a team, talk as a team while we were waiting for the bus. we had a pretty nice bus ride. Then we went to our plane, charter plane, private plane. Everybody has their own seat. You can order some food in the plane, get some fruits if you want. They have drinks too. After that, your cars are, warm, right in front of the plane, waiting for you. You get in your car, and you get to the arena in like 15 minutes. And after that, you do your routine, and you get ready for the game. That, for me, those conditions are not that bad.
Giannis, similar to me, with great perspective.
Stop it.
Don't you dare. Not to Giannis.
Don't put
That's
yourself
the line
in
the
that.
sand.
If there are two people that live in the state of Wisconsin that are on complete polar opposite spectrums, they are Ben Brust and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They were teammates, if you can believe that.
I have an assistant in Summer League. We're connected forever.
People forget.
People forget. We were down 40 to the Spurs in the fourth quarter, and they kept him out there with me. And I gave him a nice pocket pass for a layup. But Brad, you're cool. You're the opposite as well from Giannis. Not very humble, and you're not a great person. So, what did you take away from this?
Listen, when I heard this, and this is coming off of the heels of them being stuck in New Orleans. New Orleans got the snow. They couldn't fly out the day before. Game got even delayed an hour so that they could fly out right before the game. New Orleans to Milwaukee, basically go right on the bus to the stadium and go play a game. And to me, I'm not going to lie, when I heard that, I was like, that is some adversity, but leave it to Giannis, who is a guy that I'm floored by his humility, his perspective. I mean, he is a guy that has edge, that has perspective, that he knows life. He's relatable. He's very few superstars are relatable, and he is. And I'll say this, most superstars lose that relatability. What starts as, he's just like us. You give it 10 years, and they've completely changed. Giannis is the same guy that he was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, with the same perspective, the same head on his shoulders. And my takeaway is, man, the city of Milwaukee, the state of Wisconsin, we're so blessed to have a superstar like this. Not just to have a superstar, which is a blessing in itself, but have a superstar like this, like Giannis. I'm just floored when I heard that audio because he spoke the truth, right? I mean, it's not that bad of a life that NBA players have, and he's willing to call it out. A lot of people talk that, like, oh man, life is rough, the grind, all that kind of stuff. Dude actually knows what grind means. He actually knows what a rough life means, and he's got the courage to say that post-game. So humility, perspective, still with an edge. How could you not love Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace, Alex Stroh, front of the show. 800-990-3776. Obviously, Brad is the best person of us all here and the best person to give perspective on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The next person I want to hear from is the same person who called him a bad leader last year. That is Kyle Wallace.
Oh, my goodness. Look at you trying to throw that salt in the game. Me and his brother are cool. Me and Giannis, I told you, me and Giannis was giggling and laughing all the time. You're the one who's a terrible leader, bad leader, a lying leader that you are. Lack thereof.
Damn, Lash Out City. That got real fast.
I ain't Lash Out, keeping it 100. But when I think about this and hearing this audio for the first time, I love this. I absolutely love this because this is why Giannis is such a perfect fit for the Milwaukee Bucks, but more importantly, for this city as well, right? He's a guy that doesn't need the glitz and need the glam, and he understands he has a job to do. There could be worse things going on in life. He had an opportunity to fly out, right? He had an opportunity to still go see his family the next day. There are people down in New Orleans that are still shut in and can't move. They had a privilege to be able to get out of New Orleans and be able to play basketball as well. So I love how he keeps this in great perspective, but more importantly, this is the type of leader that you want because it starts with Giannis. So if guys are complaining like, oh, bro, like they really gonna have us play after getting off the flight, when your leader is saying, Doug, we get the chance to play tonight, right? We haven't played in days. We get a chance to play. We get to be on this comfy, nice little private jet that we're going to be on right now.
I don't know where you got that little part from. I'm sure it's very big.
Big charter jet they're going to be on. So he put a lot of things in perspective. So when your leader isn't complaining about it, having gripes about it, that trickles down to everybody else, that type of mentality. So I love to hear that from Giannis. Yes, we're talking about something very small, but I think it's so important when you're talking about so many divas across all different sports where somebody says, who cares? Like, I got to the stadium, I got to do my routine, and we go out there and we ball out. And they started slow yesterday, but then they picked it up because they didn't have anything to complain about. They said no excuses.
And if you want to show some love for Giannis, you can. 800-990-3776 in the Carbless Talk and text line. I want to continue hearing what you feel about what he said in that moment, in that perspective. But to further this, we have three up-and-coming stars, one a little bit later in his career with Giannis. If you could have a no-trade clause or a lifetime contract for any of the three, Giannis, Churio, or Love, who would you give it to? Unfortunately, I know this question was brought up from the great audio. I don't know if I can give it to the old guy of the bunch.
I think this is pretty easy.
It's Churio.
It's Churio.
But do great players win World Series without other great players?
You know what?
Kyle.
Noodle it. 800-990-3776. If you can give a lifetime contract or a forever no trade clause to one of our 3 stars, Churio, Love, or Giannis. I don't know why I did last name, first name, but I did. Who would you give it to? 800-990-3776. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on this wonderful Friday continues next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach.
Yes, he saw it as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Kevin Moret for Mentality. Guys, carrying extra weight around your midsection doesn't just make you feel bad, it changes how people see you. It makes you look tired, stuck, and feel like you've given up. But it's not you. Low testosterone is often the real problem. Most new Mentality clients start with only 1/3 of the free testosterone they need, which makes fat almost impossible to lose. Our doctors fix the imbalance and use semaglutide to burn the belly fat while keeping you lean and strong. Take back control this year. Visit mentalityhealth.com/radio for our New Year offer. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $750 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a 2-man scramble at Pebble Beach, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through January 31st. Your winter chance to play Pebble Beach awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Football season. Best time of the year and my favorite time of the year. This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. On game days, my favorite teammate is a cold carbless in my hand. Premium cocktails in a can made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Maybe it's when I'm at the tailgate ahead of kickoff or getting ready at home for the game. Carbless is there. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. Carbless features classic cocktails like margarita, Paloma, and even Moscow Mule, and vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, lemon, and peach. Find it on your next grocery trip. Carbless. Less is more.
Ready for a win? Well, it's your year. At Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, you could win over $2,000 in free play every month all year long. Just play your favorite games and you might take the stage in the It's Your Year game show. 25 winners each Thursday. There's $300,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs this January. Yeah, we think it's your year. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 years old to play.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time. The next time you're out to dinner with friends, you can order the shrimp cocktail for the table. And maybe you'll realize it only comes with 4 shrimp after you've already given away 3, but that one shrimp will be so good. And if you switch and save hundreds, you could get shrimp all the time. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For shrimp. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Winning in the NFL comes down to the basics, blocking and tackling. In retirement, protection and income are the keys to success. Simply put, if you're nearing or in retirement, you can't afford a stock market crash. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons. Having played on winning teams with the Steelers and Falcons, studying game film was a key to success. Now I'm a best-selling author and star in a new groundbreaking documentary film called The Retirement Deception. It unveils how the Wall Street machine has been deceiving us for decades and proves you don't need to risk your nest egg in the market to have the retirement you deserve. This film shows you exactly how to protect your retirement from stock market drops and produce more income than you thought possible. I want you to watch this film for free. Call today for your free copy of The Retirement Deception. I think you would agree 30 to 40 years of saving for retirement is at least worth a phone call to watch this film and see how you can improve your retirement. Call today to speak with an all-pro retirement specialist to get your free copy of The Retirement Deception. Call 855-620-1801. That's 855-620-1801. MitchLyonsWealth.com. Your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Put a no trade clause on any of our Wisconsin stars. Who are you putting it on for? Jackson Churio, the young star who's locked into a big contract for the Brewers at a young age. But at the same time, if he outplays that, he'd be smart to be like an NBA diva and say, give me some more. Giannis Antetokounmpo brought a championship to the city of Milwaukee for the first time in 50 years. And Jordan Love obviously got his money. And I think maybe we'll get the lowest amount of votes, maybe from a Palm standpoint, a little prisoner of the moment.
Doug, you is just so into it.
Yeah, he is latched to that word.
We've talked in the past about how Ben learns a new word and
I
gets
get
hooked on
fixated,
it.
baby.
Bullish is probably the best example in the last year.
You know, another word I've noticed you've been saying a lot lately? Prognosticate.
Prognosticate. Yes.
It's a great word. I get the love for it, but I mean,
damn, Brad! Why don't you say this stuff to me
Brad,
off the air? You think you're all tough with the red light on the mic?
He is.
It's just fun.
Brad, there is another one recently. Impetus has been the new one too. Impetus.
When have I used impetus?
You've used
this
it
week.
before.
What? I didn't even know that was in my vocabulary.
Yeah,
probably heard somebody else say it.
Of how we got here.
Yeah, Jason probably said it. And
basically
he
the starting force.
He's like a child, right? He just hears something and he repeats it like children do.
Yo, you're coming at my neck too a lot right now.
I'm just
no. Like, chill out, bro. All y'all better chill. Like,
you lied to us. You think you only get 36 minutes of crap? That's it? You get 3 hours, baby.
So which Wisconsin star are you no trade clausing, bros?
Bros.
Well,
all right.
Go ahead, Brad.
No, you go.
Brad.
Kyle, you are the Wisconsin sports star. Star. Yeah.
Star?
Whoa. Not star. Biggest fan.
I am going crazy on Instagram right now. I'm trending across
you are a
state
star for a couple of reasons.
Cool.
Cool. Why don't you go first, Kyle?
No, this is easy. I don't know. Before the break, we teased something else like this is a hard question. Why the hell would I choose anybody other than somebody that's actually won anything? That is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is a MVP. Giannis is also multi-all-star, and Giannis is a NBA champion, and he is still only 30 years old.
He's in his 14th year in the league.
It does not matter. He is going into his second act. He still has time. And so when I look at tightening a lifetime contract, it's all about winning championships. In the NBA, talent can attract talent. That's why we have Damian Lillard. That's why we had Drew Holiday. That's why you hear about, will the Bucks get Bradley Beal? It's not because the Bucks have our good basketball team. It's because they have a superstar in Giannis. And when I look at baseball, that just isn't the case. The Brewers have had superstars all the time. But what happened? They left. Ryan Braun's the only one that stayed. Everybody else, they leave us.
What are you talking about? Yelich is still here.
Yeah, we acquired Yelich.
Okay.
He's not a superstar anymore. I love Jackson. I love Jordan Love. But at the end of the day,
I love Jackson. I love Jordan Love.
They are unproven commodities. They got to show me something first. I'm going with the guy that already showed me he can win a ring. A guy that showed me he can get out the first round of playoffs most of the times.
Dang, Kyle.
He showed me that.
So I buy the Giannis argument, right? But if you're going to do Giannis, it's more for like nostalgia and ceremony, right? Because, I mean, he's in his prime right now, but he's 30 years old, Ben. Like, as you said, 14th year in the NBA. How many great years does he have left? So I was thinking about three things: timeline, influence, and replaceability. So that, I mean, it's hard to replace a starting franchise quarterback in the NFL. It's the most important position if you're going to influence a team winning. And Jordan Love,
I would say based off the timeline one, I think point would go to Love right there.
And so that's why I'm going to choose Jordan Love, because if you do not have a franchise quarterback, you are dead. Your NFL franchise is dead in the water, and then you join the merry-go-round of teams trying to draft and develop and find your guy. And when you're off that merry-go-round, it's hard to get back on. And if you got to have a franchise quarterback.
Brad, can I just say something? I ain't been on a merry-go-round in my entire life as a Packers fan. I just want you to know that.
So you don't know how bad it is when you're off.
Have you ever been on a merry-go-round?
Yeah, I remember at like the up and down merry-go-round. You know what I'm saying? At Disney World.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's yeah. I've been on the
That's
merry-go-round.
pretty much every merry-go-round. They all go up and down.
Okay, I mean, only my experience.
So to stay on this merry-go-round of the NFL quarterback, it's got to be Jordan Love. Like superstar in the NBA, that is also very rare. But Giannis is 30. I mean, he's already in the back nine for sure of his career. And in Jackson Churio, look, the Brewers have gotten studs in the past, and that's been great, but it hasn't resulted in World Series championships. So to me, timeline, influence, replaceability, that's Jordan Love.
Wow. Wow, that makes me think a little deeper, just because you had those three major points.
Jordan Love is like 3 years younger than him.
It's not, but it's not about younger, but he's more
fresh.
proven and has more influence on the success of a team.
Who?
Jordan Love over Jackson Churio.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Giannis.
No, I'm just like Churio's eliminated from this, unfortunately. As much as we love,
now that I've noodled
let's
it a
all
little
say
longer.
it.
Yeah.
We love Jackson Churio.
Wait a minute.
Jackson Churio.
Irrational. You are irrational in the moment. See, you guys are all in.
That's why I went to
young
breaks.
man.
We can think about
So
it.
here's why I said that initially, and I think you guys have kind of touched on this, is in terms of ceiling individually, he has the highest of these three
Over
guys.
Giannis?
Because Giannis
is
is probably at
from this point going
I
forward.
think he's reached his peak.
You just said he's on the back nine.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's still freaking believable.
He's actually shooting very well this year.
Yes,
Not like
he's
around the back, like shooting from like
adding
12,
that
15. Like
mid-range
he's
shooting.
shooting.
It's called
He can do
mid-range.
that.
Mid-range. Thank you so much.
It's called the
Mid-range.
mid-range.
he has developed nothing more than his mid-range
He's
shot.
shooting.
But
My man.
he's shooting.
Gotcha, Kyle. Here for you.
Can you tell which one played basketball collegiately?
Strofe, you said mid-range too.
Yeah, I played basketball in high school.
I know, but it was just funny. Like it's not like it's quite the concept. You know, the 2-point shot.
I said 12, 15 feet. I couldn't remember the term for it.
He's doing good shooting.
So
I couldn't do it.
Churio's ceiling, and I guess untapped potential would be the better term rather than ceiling, is the highest of anybody in this group. But when it comes to importance, individual importance, it's probably Jordan Love because A, it's longer term than Giannis, and B, I think a quarterback has more effect on a game than even if Giannis goes bananas for 50 and 14.
But I hate to throw a wrench in this. On
Okay.
the who would you give the no trade, the lifetime contract to, right? Jordan Love kind of had a down year, and there's a lot of people right now like calling out Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love to be more elite and have a great season next year. Like,
It's true. You're buying.
if you're buying Love, you're buying him forever, and you're basically saying, I want him for the rest of time, like the next 10 years of being quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's. I like Jordan Love, and I love Jordan Love. Wait a minute. But I don't know if I can buy him for the rest of time over somebody like Giannis. He's just unproven. There's still question marks around who he is going to be. I think all three have the potential to be Hall of Famers. Giannis is going to the Hall of Fame. I thought Jordan Love can go to the Hall of Fame. And Jackson Churio, I based off what he did this year and what he's done his entire career, even in the minor leagues, he looks like his trajectory is going to the Hall of Fame. That's hard in baseball. But overall, I can't sit here and say I'm going to choose Jordan Love as my franchise quarterback, especially if I may get googly eyes over another quarterback. I am googly eyes.
You're already wearing Commander's red because you're googly eyes over Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, go Commanders. Yeah, shout out to my boy Nick Ballore. But no, I'm already looking at another. I'm going to keep saying my boy Nick Ballore because I know somebody in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, we turn your mic off. You're insufferable. You're off, buddy.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm getting googly eyes for somebody else's man as in the Commander's man. So I'm just saying, I can't commit myself. I don't know what's happening. I can't commit myself to Jordan Love when I would take Jaden Daniels.
Damn.
Wow.
Not a Packer backer.
No, I am a Packer backer, but I like talent.
We just did this. Why are we doing this again? Jaden Daniels has played 20 games in the NFL. Not even 19 games.
Yeah, but
in the NFL.
It might be the best.
Don't get me
19
wrong.
games
He's
as a rookie.
been unbelievable. We just did this with Stroud.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
Stroud didn't get this far.
Look,
He didn't do this.
RG3 was kind of the same thing.
RG3 got put out in the first round.
Over and over. Longevity is so important. Sample size matters. He's been incredible, and I imagine he will continue to be incredible. But Jordan Love still has the potential to be incredible. It's not like we can just look at the 2 years and say, well, he's crap now.
No,
he's
real
not
crap. You know, this is good. A real Packer backer versus a fake Packer backer.
Think about the offseason commentary, right? Think about the offseason commentary heading into this NFL season. National pundits were saying Jordan Love is going to be the best quarterback in the NFC. But just because he had a little bit of a down year, dealt with injuries, threw a little bit more interceptions, I understand it was not Love's best year. But we switch our commentary so fast. Jaden Daniels is going to be looked at as the best quarterback in the NFC entering next year. But what if he just has a little bit of a sophomore slump? All of a sudden, Love is better, Hurts is better, Goff is better, Stafford's better. We do this year in and year out. Daniels has been amazing, but I'm not taking him over Love yet. It's way too early to say something like that.
He made it to an NFC Championship game with the Washington Commanders, a team that nobody, not anybody in this building, in this space, would ever have predicted that the Washington Commanders were going to be in an NFC Championship game with Jaden Daniels as their quarterback.
It's a great fact. Yeah. It's just fascinating to sit here as we built this show. You had Ben Brust, I've been on the radio, Brad Nortman from a football commentary perspective, NFL alum, and then we had Kyle, right? The guy who would live and die with his Wisconsin sports. Bring the
NFL guy, Kyle, NCAA Final
No, I didn't even mention. I just said I've been on the radio for a while.
Got a guy named Kyle.
And then Kyle.
Kyle. I'm a dude. I'm relatable. That's the great thing about me. I'm a relatable guy.
I was
like Silver Spoon Gang over here. I'm relatable.
And then Kyle.
Silver Spoon Gang.
That's what they are. They are the Silver Spoon Gang.
And you're just Kyle.
I'm just me. I am. I'm relatable.
You were supposed to be the guy that lives and dies with the Packers
I do
players.
live and die
and
with
now
the Packers.
Now you're just wearing red and you're Jaden Daniels' biggest fan.
No,
you want an autograph?
I watched them last week, and I'm telling y'all, I thought when they drafted Jaden Daniels, I thought that'd be okay. This kid is incredible. I don't know what this song is either.
You guys ever saw the Barbie movie?
Oh, I did see the Barbie movie.
This is the song "I'm Just Ken," where he just says he's just a guy.
Yeah,
I'm just Kyle.
I am, but y'all gonna sit here and tell me, Brad, I know you got my back. If you had to start a franchise tomorrow, or who are you choosing, Jaden Daniels or Jordan Love?
Based on what I've seen, Jaden Daniels.
So you can't say you want a lifetime contact to Jordan Love when you know there's other guys who are better.
A talent like Jaden Daniels might come every 10, 15 years, right? So with Jordan Love, you're going to take him. We've seen Jordan Love's upside as well, right? That MVP type performance over
Jordan
10
Love.
games. But Jaden Daniels is younger. He's cheaper. He might have had the best rookie quarterback season of all time.
You want to know why I lean right now and maybe a little prisoner of the moment, Palm. I know I just did that to make Strofe mad. The only reason why
I don't even know what hockey to hit.
Yeah, just like you douche.
Bonafide scrub.
You douche.
The only reason why I would lean Jaden Daniels.
Stinky Ben. Stinky Ben.
You got a lot back there. As I look at the four quarterbacks schooled by the producer in the NFC and AFC championship games, you have Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Daniels. All four have used their legs efficiently, way better than Jordan Love has. It is like a necessity.
It's a really good point.
It's a necessity in today's quarterbacking to be able to have that element. I think Love has a little bit in him, right? He showed it a little bit more last year. Injuries stopped him, I'm sure, from using his legs a little bit more this year. Next year's huge, baby. Next year's huge. But right now, that's why I love the way you phrase it, Strofe. What he showed in Love last year of his full potential, right? Like we know what his full potential can be. But Jaden Daniels is also showing that full potential, and the way he's thrown and uses legs, it makes it a harder conversation. If it was just passing, I would say, you know what? He could have the same backslide. But the ability for him to just take over games with his legs, there's obviously injury concerns, but if he does it in the right spots, I think it just makes it a harder conversation.
I want to be clear. I'm not trying to discredit what Jaden Daniels has done because it is a pleasure to watch. It is incredible what he's been able to do.
I love Jaden Daniels.
I love Jaden Daniels, but I also love. So we'll see, right? Like there's so much unknown when it comes to a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, if he comes out and wins this weekend, it helps his case even more.
I'm rooting the hell out of it, man. Go commies.
I don't think they get it done, but that's besides the point.
They're not the commies. Don't say that.
Give me an inch, I'm going to take a mile.
I will say if there's one area I'd love to see Jordan Love get better, maybe it's just not who he is, to be more, using his legs from time to time. I was a on-the-road roommate with Luke Kuechly for a year and a half when we went on the road and played games and whatever else. And I asked him, I said, Luke, what's harder to defend? A quarterback like Brady or Peyton Manning, which guys are like just pure pocket passers, or guys like, there's like no Lamar Jackson at the time, but like Cam, Russell Wilson could run the ball and use his legs. He said, if it's one game, I would rather play against Brady and Manning than play against a guy that can run. A guy that can run and pass.
I mean, the Packers know this from experience.
Yes, look, if you can do both well,
Mike Vick,
not like just a running guy.
Tommy DeVito.
Yeah,
I threw DeVito in with Michael Vick and Kaepernick.
If you can throw the ball as well as Jaden Daniels does and run the balls, this is why Lamar Jackson's so great, why Josh Allen's so great. If you can do both at a high level, that strains the defense so much more than you could imagine. That more so than just a pure pocket guy. So using your legs, man, defenses struggle to defend against that.
A lot of reaction on the Carb List Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. We'll get to you, KBN Nation, on the other side. I don't know how we stumbled into lifetime contract or no trade clause for Jackson Churio, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jordan Love into Jordan Love, Jaden Daniels. So far, all this week, it just comes back to Jaden Daniels. It just has.
He's incredible.
We'll see how incredible over the weekend. More next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Tyler, thank you for all that baby talk there and parenting talk. I'll take some of those tips.
I was getting ready for it right
now.
Yeah,
taking
notes
over there. Taking some of those nips, taking some of those tips, those tips and storing them away. I do like nips as well. But Tyler,
on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This 3-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota.
Iota. Yeah. That's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener to Wilde and Tausch. What the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. I have a question for you business owners. How do your books look? Are they ready for your tax return to be prepared? Did you and your accountant talk during the year and develop a plan to minimize your tax bill? Or does this sound like you? You can never get a hold of your CPA. Phone calls are not returned and questions are never answered. Your books are a mess and the bank account hasn't been reconciled since last year. You don't get any advice to help you run your business. That's not the case with the Neal Group. We are advocates and partners with our clients to help them grow. We like to work with you throughout the year to keep your books up to date so you run your business profitably. Are you ready to grow your business, improve cash flow, have less stress, and live a better life? We can help. Call us at 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net to book a meeting and see if we can help. The first meeting is free. Don't wait, do it now. That's 414-325-2040 or nealgroup.net.
This is Kevin Van Rossum, president of 3 Tree Marketing. Send gifts to appreciate anyone, anywhere, anytime with a gift of your choice by using our gifting solutions technology. Our team handles it all, from concepting, site creation, as well as production of branded products. Elevate your brand's connection to its consumers by creating the ultimate gifting experience with us. Make the art of gifting effortless for yourself. At 3 Tree Marketing, we chase partners, not orders. Visit 3treemarketing.com to see what we can do for you.
Landworks is the locally owned landscape company to elevate the look of your home or business. Landworks is different because of customer service. From the crew to the salesperson to the admin team, you're in good hands with Landworks. Their sales and design teams are made up of horticulturists, licensed landscape architects, and passionate plant people. Their landscape architects and horticulture team members are also project managers. This means you'll have a single point of contact from initial design through completion of work. See their amazing work for yourself at landworkswisconsin.com.
For your fellow fanatics and your number one fans, for your game day compatriots and your personal cheerleaders, for all the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Support your overall health so you can be your best for those who matter to you most. Call Eric Pearson. Eric Pearson, Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service. The Saganiac Planning Marquette basketball greatest scorers. Tony Smith, he had crazy numbers. In '87 as a freshman, 8 points per game, 8. And yet his senior year, it tripled to 24 a game. Smith's average for many years was the highest single-season scoring average in Marquette history. And he scored 44 against Wisconsin. And 2 weeks later, 43 against Butler. Think. 87 in 2 games, when as a freshman, he scored 234 in an entire season.
Wisconsin is still cattle country. And that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Take my heart, don't break it. Love me.
Give me. Am I up? Oh
Yes,
my
you
gosh,
are.
the song was just really loud. You were right there all along.
Stroke's got the beats today, man. Friday energy is on KBN.
Yeah, because
I'm here for it.
what do you have going on?
Want to know something embarrassing?
What?
This was Ben Brust's #1 played song last year.
Oh, that's
On
right.
Spotify.
Really?
I've never heard it.
How
What
does that
is it?
happen?
The marketing team told me that I basically had a Spotify Warped, which is your top 5 songs. I've been calling it Spotify Warped all the time.
Wrapped up like a present.
Yeah, I thought it was like
December?
warped, like you warped from January 1st to December 31st.
Are you thinking of like Warped Tour, maybe?
I don't know, but
So wait,
all I
you
know.
read it and you just in your head you read wrapped and you said nope, that's warped.
I mean, if you want to put it that way, yeah, it's exactly. I changed the word.
Okay.
The marketing team told me, and it consists of some females, and they had told me that my top 5 Spotify songs were like all the bachelorette parties they had been to this year.
No way.
Yeah,
Wait
Shabuzi.
a minute,
Hey, wait,
Shabuzi, that's a good one.
That's a good song.
That's a good one.
You
should play that.
I'm going to bite my tongue on that one.
Wait a minute, what do you mean you bite your tongue on that song?
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Yeah, you need to play that song today.
A fusion of country and rap is just wonderful.
I just feel like that song is kind of like, you guys know the band Daughtry?
No.
It
I heard of it.
it very much appeals to like 40-year-old women. Like, I just feel like that's what that song
The
is.
whole hood singing that song
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Shabuzi, everybody in the club getting tipsy. I don't know what you're talking about.
We were at the I was at the Wisconsin College Game Day tailgate in Madison,
Uh-huh.
and that song was bumping every single week. The whole crowd reacted to it.
And the demographic of that crowd, Brad?
It's a range.
No, you could play that at a club somewhere in Milwaukee and they would sing to that.
You can play it
too.
everywhere.
Yeah, that's
It's a hit every
universal
time.
song.
Universally
Hater.
loved. One of the few things universally loved in this country.
Play it today. That's everybody's request.
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
Thank you, sir.
Don wants to see a regular segment on the show, Strofe versus Kyle. Who's the bigger Packer backer?
Ooh.
It's not close, though, is
It's
it?
really not. He
not.
flip-flops too much.
How does that get settled? Like, how do you go about?
We're the judge and jury, Brad.
No.
We're on the show.
I like that power.
No, I'm not. Remember, Strofe picks against the Packers. I have a video of Strofe on New Year's Day last year when the Green Bay Packers were playing for a spot
Oh my gosh!
to get into the playoffs.
This is 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, and
you're holding on to this. That's how you know you're insecure about your Packer backer fandom.
No, I have it on my phone because it's a memory. I keep memories, but I'm just saying, Strofe. He flip-flops about the Packers, and he loses confidence in the Packers.
Flip-flopping versus choosing them to lose in a game that they might lose.
I didn't pick them to go 17-0, something a team has never done in NFL history.
I had them losing once or twice in there, but then you, on the other hand, you also said, "Oh, the Packers have no chance of losing, so I'll put up that I'll dress like Mike Ditka." I would never, ever think about putting on that putrid, nasty blue and orange ever in my life. I don't even like wearing blue and orange together.
So you're such a big Packer fan that you wouldn't even make it part of a bet.
No, why would I want to sit there and do something so disgusting? Why would I want to promote something so awful?
Ryan chimes in with a great way to put this. Kyle, you are a bipolar Packer fan.
Wait a minute now. There's a lot of people that have that.
All right, Kyle is an emotional Packer fan.
I am emotional. Well, we should
Emotionally volatile.
Beads, you're up on the Carbless Talking text line. Malik Willis' biggest fan, Kyle Willis, is here with us. Kyle Wallace, Kyle Willis, same guy. What do you got?
That sounds like you already beat me to it, man. I was just calling him purely to say the debate is over. Kyle Willis loses.
Why so?
I mean, he is bipolar, too. I think everybody's hit it on the head.
All right, thank you, Beads. I mean, I guess right to the
shut
point.
up, Bees. Nobody cares what to say.
I mean, the biggest evidence. Calling somebody calling somebody Beads.
Now he's lashing out at KBN Nation.
The emotional Packer backer is in full force of showing why Strofe is.
Everybody was thinking, and I just said it.
What you call the guy Beads?
Hey, Kyle,
told him to shut up.
If I'm not mistaken, the final game of the year, you had a little ticket. And if the Packers lost, you made money. I'm pretty sure you were happy the Packers lost to the Bears that game.
I was not happy. I was not happy.
9 to 11 wins cashed Kyle out of Potawatomi Casino.
I still have not cashed that ticket yet.
Interesting.
I'm not happy about that. But also, I think it's interesting that we had a chance to split a ticket of Ben with the Packers going to the Super Bowl, and you didn't beg and plead me to split that ticket. But the week before, you were like, I'll buy it from you. I'll buy it from you. Then all of a sudden, you lost faith. I did.
No, you're just trying to get at value. You were just the dummy who took the bait.
Because I love my Green Bay Packers. You're a dummy for love.
Yeah, you are. Just mentioned Potawatomi Casino Hotel. 2,000 square foot video wall is going to be the perfect place to watch. I mean, if you like the environment of the ups and the downs, the oohs and the ahs, I'm telling you, Brad, you were there. I mean, it's so fun. It's so fun when you're in the environment and then you know everyone around you has some different ticket. At any point, you could get a scream because they could have like tight end 2 over in half catch, and they get the one catch of the game. They're like, yes, I'm cashing a ticket. Or it might be a swing of a field goal of the spread, and half of it's like, oh, and half of it's like, yeah. Imagine that atmosphere right here in Milwaukee at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, the brand new sportsbook with seating for 200, a full bar, and a great kitchen. Use your rewards card to earn points along the way while betting at certain kiosks. It's amazing. PaysBig.com/sportsbook. Your only place that you want to think about going over the weekend is Potawatomi Casino Hotel and that brand new sportsbook. In 2 minutes, I got a read option for you guys. Here's my first question. Is having more than one kid worth it? Or who's more important for the Packers next year, Goody, LaFleur, or Love?
I mean, it's not close for me.
Is it baby-making season in a Brust household?
No, I'm on restraining order till the wedding. Next.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Ready for a win? Well, it's your year. At Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, you could win over $2,000 in free play every month, all year long. Just play your favorite games and you might take the stage in the It's Your Year game show. 25 winners each Thursday. There's $300,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs this January. Yeah, we think it's your year. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 years old to play.
Homer here. I'm inviting you to join me starting August the 9th, as we explore the many shades of Ireland with Colette Vacations. A 10-day journey filled with legendary views, historic expeditions, and unforgettable tales. Explore the historic city of Dublin, kiss the famous Blarney Stone, and stand on the spectacular cliffs of Moher. We'll also journey Ireland's breathtaking countryside and follow the stunning coastal route of the Ring of Kerry. We'll experience the daily life of an Irish family with a dairy farm visit, and even enjoy a taste or two at a historic whiskey distillery. Plus, there's a stay overnight in a medieval castle. Join me for all of these experiences and many more. Visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com for trip information or come to Maddie's Bar and Grill in New Berlin on February the 2nd to meet me and the Colette team. Colette handles all the details of the 10-day excursion, the flights, the meals, the hotels, the experiences. Your only job is to have the time of your life. Don't miss out. Learn all about it on February 2nd at 5 p.m. in New Berlin at Maddie's Bar and Grill.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Per Mike the Wedding DJ, a bar song, parentheses, tipsy, parentheses, was the song I had requested most at every wedding reception I performed last year.
You're aware you don't say the parentheses out loud, right?
I mean, did you hear me pause for a good 2 seconds before I said parentheses? I was like, do I need to read this? Do I need to read this? That is on the Carbless Talking text line, 800-990-3776.
Great song. I hope it's played at your wedding.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across
song.
ESPN Wisconsin.
We'll be there partying to that.
Yeah, we'll take a video and send it to you, Strofe.
Because you don't want to hear the song anyway.
So in order to get the band, we had to cut the list because it takes away tables.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's the list down to?
Yeah, what are we down to?
Really tight. So,
oh god,
There's a number? How tight?
Brad, are we
Tight.
cut?
I don't know. I feel like we're reaching.
I've
cut
been
day
pretty
here,
transparent
Kyle.
with you guys the entire time.
I need to open. This is not good.
Oh, this is one of those.
Last time we talked, we were on the list, and now my schedule is free now.
There's a have to be there and then like a B list if we can make it work.
Damn, I'm always.
Where do we?
I'm not going to say where you fall.
Are we
because
even on the B list?
Let me get there. All right, guys. So tonight, we with a kid, both working, bachelor party, whatever. Like it's just been crazy. We got a babysitter tonight, so we could specifically wedding plan, which doesn't sound like a great time on a Friday night.
Are you going somewhere?
We're gonna go to like a coffee shop and wedding plan together.
Wait. I thought when you said wedding planning, you were gonna like go to the venue and go like you're literally just leaving the house to talk.
Yeah, they're paying somebody to leave the house to talk. The baby goes to sleep at 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you just start talking then?
Because we're also gonna go to dinner after.
It's a date night.
Oh,
So it's date night.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
tight,
okay.
but
That's
like
forgivable.
we got to do
But
wedding
you don't
planning.
sound very excited. about
Well, I
said
mean,
date
like,
night.
I'm not excited to like go to a coffee shop on a Friday night to like. I mean, I
Why don't you go to a bar?
babe, I am.
Yeah, seriously, a coffee shop. What are we doing?
Why don't you go to a bar?
When's the last time you dated your fiance? You're going to a coffee shop? That's your date?
No, we're gonna go to dinner after somewhere close to the coffee shop. But essentially, like, is having more than one kid worth it?
Listen, I don't know how to answer this question.
Because I don't want my child to turn into Jesse Nelson, who is an only child who I make fun of. We both come from a family of 4, but sometimes we look at her and we say, "You're so perfect. Why the hell we put ourselves through this again?" But then somebody tell me, well, in order to think about how many kids you want, close your eyes and picture the Thanksgiving table 20 years from now. What do you want that to look like?
That's
little K-walls everywhere.
Over to the KBN Sports Desk.
I've got somebody on the line for you, fellas.
Oh, baby, it's Homer. Homer? What's up?
Yes. I want to make this perfectly clear. If they are not invited to the wedding now, I will never come on this show ever again unless you are not in.
Yeah,
well done, Homer. Well done.
Yeah, Home Slice.
Why,
I love
Homer?
that because he's standing with us.
Why are you don't know who's most important in my life to me? What if they're just people who show up that I work with? And we don't even spend time together outside of work. So why should they have to be invited?
If I have to explain it, it's so pathetic. I don't know what to say.
What's so pathetic about it? I really don't
You
understand.
do a daily show with the two of them. People follow the lives of you three like your brothers, and if there's a list in which they're not invited to the wedding, there can be no such list. Do you have family members that you are not inviting?
No. Like, family's coming.
All right, I rest my case. They are family.
What if I told you, Homer,
they will be family when I come on Wednesday at 3:45, as long as you're not there.
So, Homer, Kyle has told me that he doesn't consider me a friend. So why should I invite someone who doesn't consider me a friend?
Because it's not his wedding. He can do whatever the hell he wants at his wedding. At your wedding, you understand team. You understand family. I don't care if 100 other people say, I wouldn't invite him. I know you, your team, your family, and they are invited, and that needs to be stated right now. There's no discussion. This is not a show topic. This is humanity.
Tell him, Homer.
Humanity
is on the line.
Humanity.
All right, my official statement is I have to run it by my fiance. Homer?
He said he's not talking to you.
I want to say get a pair, but I don't know what to say. She does not have. Do you have a say in her inviting her family? No, you do not.
Homer, I've known these people a year and a half.
Wait a minute.
How do I know they haven't killed somebody?
But our relationship could go even deeper than friendship. I mean, we have
you guys work it out. I can't say anymore.
Wait, Homer, wait. He hung up?
Yeah, he's
I
done.
want to know if the producer is invited.
Yeah, he said the two of you.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. Homer does not value producers.
We were getting into it this morning, me and Homer. We were talking about Botox.
Oh, wow. Is he
that
a
is
fan?
a conversation that I did not have on the bingo board.
What
Strofe and Homer talking
about
Botox?
What's his take on Botox?
He thinks everybody should get it.
Oh, heavens no.
Except him. He said, I want nothing to do with it, but everybody should get it.
Go to Quintessa if you're going to get it.
Yeah. There it is.
Quintessa is the place to go to get anything you want when you're looking to physically, internal, exterior, feel your best. Whether it be Botox. Hey, anybody can get Botox, even us guys.
Homer said it. You got to do it.
I mean, if Homer says every single person should get Botox, then every single person should go to Quintessa and get you some Botox. But it doesn't just end there. It's total wellness, people. It's skincare. It's IV drip therapy. It's hormone therapy, infrared saunas. I've got a ton of supplements that Quintessa has helped me with, and I'm feeling my best. Their solutions are designed to have you feel your absolute best and have you have a simple, effective plan tailored specifically to you so you can be your more confident, revitalized self. 2025 is the year that you take that step forward in feeling physically better inside and out. And Quintessa Aesthetic Center, I go to the Brookfield one and work with Jess, is your go-to location to do just that. Visit myquintessa.com and take that step forward to be that confident, more healthy version of you.
Oh, baby. Now this is some breaking news.
As of 3:10 on 124.25, it is official. Homer will no longer be joining Kyle, Brust, and Nortman because I am in no position to say that Brad, Kyle, and Alex Strofe will be invited officially to the wedding on this show.
Oh, wow. That's a crushing.
No, he can. No, wait a minute. He could join the show. You just can't be part of the show. That was what it was. So, as official at 3:10, we would like to make an update. And I think I'm speaking for Brad.
Well, actually, Homer's on the line right now, so this might be the last time we talk to him as a group, unless I'm out.
Yeah, you're out. You're out. What up, Home Slice?
Hell yes, the producer goes to the wedding. He's family too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Damn. All right.
Bye.
Thanks, Homer.
Yeah, so
bye.
You won't be.
Everyone get Botox.
No, you won't be. So, Ben, I'm sorry to tell you now. I'm speaking for Brad and I'm speaking for Strofe. Effective today at 3:11 on January 24th, 2025.
It's the Ben Brust Show.
It's literally KN and S with Homer every Wednesday at 4:45. There is no more B.
Oh wow, just like that.
Until you confirm us to the wedding, you're out, buddy.
Well, wedding planning is tonight.
Let her know there's a lot of pressure.
At the coffee shop.
Their expectations. Listen.
We're going to listen back to this together. We're going to each bring a headset and plug in into the computer and say, "All right, baby, here we go."
To your fiance, we care about her as well.
Yes, we do.
Oh, my God.
And she wants to have a great party, a great wedding. Who else says party, wedding, and celebrating the future Brusts like Kyle Walsh?
You know what makes me want to not invite you guys is how pathetic you're acting right now.
No, I'm not acting pathetic, but who am I to tell somebody and not show up to the wedding of somebody who thinks that I dress so well, who thinks I could be a great role model for her future husband? How would I not show up to that wedding?
Be more like
Kyle.
Yeah, and me. And you could strive to be the husband that I am because even your own fiance said.
Be more like Brad.
So what way to
She ain't
start
said
your
anything
wedding?
nice about Strofe.
You and I both know that's not true.
She's always like, be nicer to Strofe.
You know how you can be nice to me?
Invite you to the wedding. Spend money on you.
I'd spend money on you too.
You wouldn't. Your budget. I look.
Why are you insulting me right now? Like, well, what are you gaining by doing that?
Be nicer to Strofe was the declarative from Ben to Strofe. 30 seconds later, Ben's
takes a shot at him. Oh God.
Oh wow.
All right, I got some soul searching to do. I'll tell you what. 800-990-3776. Carbless talking text line. Don chimes in. Ben, trust your judgment. Don't let others dictate what you should and should not do. I am a man.
Yeah, and he's talking about your fiance.
No, I think he's talking about Homer, who called in and made an ultimatum of not joining the show if I'm on it, if you guys are not invited to my wedding.
Yeah,
I appreciate Homer.
Homer from the top rope. I mean, coming out of nowhere to just dictate terms of KBN.
Josh and Kenosha, what do you think? Should I invite these losers?
Absolutely 100%, man. I've had coworkers in the past that got married, and I spent time with them outside of work, considered them friends. became brothers.
I got to pause you there.
And
we have spent no time outside of work together.
Baloney. What did we do last week?
You and I went to the casino.
And we've done that multiple times.
Brad, I can't get out of Economawalk, and Kyle doesn't want to see me outside or even receive a text from me past 10 p.m.
Number one, then?
Yeah, if I'm power ranking you guys, it goes 1 Strofe,
what are you doing
2
today?
Brad,
Hey,
3 Kyle.
What are you doing today at 5?
Going to pick up my daughter, then go to date night to decide if you're coming to the wedding.
Well, I tried to hang out. There it is.
Yeah. Great effort.
Kyle, I'm participating in a happy hour, actually, if you'd like to join.
Oh.
I think enough said there.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Student Athlete Support Fund is something I was looking at. I'm ultimately likely going to give to this College of Letters. Jeez. I was in life.
Long week.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
DKB, they get all my love, all my energy.
We have a bit of a backup on westbound 94, just heading through the stadium interchange. So it shouldn't be too bad. It's a little bit slow from about 30th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Rest of the system, southbound 41, heavy from Silver Spring down past Capitol Drive, and southbound 43 just tightening up right through the Marquette interchange. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, slight chance for flurries. Mostly cloudy otherwise with a low of 17. Tomorrow, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 34. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
That's the idea of a deal. Each side gets wins, right? They have Jordan Love under contract for the next 5 years.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
I think Packers fans would sign up for 12-5 today, and maybe they will be.
Right here on 94.5 ESPN and also streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $750 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellerson, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a 2-man scramble at Pebble Beach, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through January 31st. Your winter chance to play Pebble Beach awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Do we need to start the Andy Reid GOAT conversation as it relates to Belichick? Is that conversation up for grabs here?
I mean, it should have started already. I mean, Andy Reid has won 100-plus games with 2 different franchises. So it's not as if it's a situation where he just became a good coach when Patrick Mahomes arrived into the NFL. He's been doing it at a high level for a really long time. Where they went to 4 conference championship games with the Philadelphia Eagles, got to a Super Bowl. So even though he hadn't had the high-end success, even though he was the bridesmaid, never a bride, we all knew that Andy Reid, from an X's and O's standpoint, was one of the best in the game. Now, game management used to be his Achilles heel, but not anymore, because we're seeing it with the Kansas City Chiefs. This team is used to being in and winning close football games. So, yeah, I think we're going to start having that conversation about Andy Reid, and the volume on it is going to get ratcheted up louder.
Shop can't miss deals going on now during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. For a limited time, get a free adjustable stand when you buy a DeWalt 12-inch miter saw. That's a $229 value. Plus, save $680 on a Midea 4-piece kitchen appliance suite. Now just $17.96. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Valid 1/13 through 1/24. Cannot be combined with additional discounts while supplies last. See store or Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
Something amazing is happening in networking. Organizations are scaling with less stress. That's because CDW is designing and implementing intelligent HPE Aruba networking solutions that simplify and secure operations. With automation at the center of your data center, growing pains can be a thing of the past. HPE Aruba Networking, and CDW. Make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/Aruba.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar.
I think Taylor nailed it. What do I love more than anything other than my wife or future wife and daughter?
Palermo's Pizza.
Palermo's Pizza, which we'll do Frozen Pizza Friday today.
Hey, why don't we...
the Princeton Club.
Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Taylor, who also is a fan of Potto. Hey, Ben, let the roulette wheel at Potawatomi decide if they're going to the wedding. Have them pick red or black.
No, I don't
if
like
they
that.
hit it, they can come.
No, I don't
It's a
like
short
that.
thrill. And
Yeah, it
what
is.
we do every day is 3 hours of a thrill. For one spin on the roulette wheel, we are worth way more than that.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I would be envious of you, and I would not look at you the same. I would, because you know what? How much when I get married, you all are invited.
Is that for sure?
100%.
We can book that?
100%. Unless something happens and I realize how expensive weddings are and I need to cut because plates are too expensive.
800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talking text line. JB and the V. Benny, I would only invite Strofe.
Wow.
Kyle has made it very clear he doesn't want anything to do with you outside of work. Brad wouldn't bring a gift because he's cheap and shot down Christmas gifts already.
I mean, he ain't wrong. I'll get you a gift if I'm invited. I'll get you a good gift, too.
I give you $100. That's it.
Well,
You told me that was good enough. You already told me $100 was good enough.
Do you prefer cash as opposed to your
wait. You were going to do $100 total?
It's $100 per person. So if you had a +1, it should be $200.
Yeah. The plate itself is higher than $100.
It's $100 a plate.
Yeah.
Well,
that's wedding etiquette.
So now Kyle's like, I don't want to go.
Y'all give a lot of money for these weddings.
Sometimes maybe $75 a plate, but you should be giving more than $100 if you and your girl are both there.
Wait, what? Is this news to me? I've been giving $100 thinking I was like Daddy Warbucks out here. Go ahead.
That's
that.
100 is very much the floor. Very
what?
much.
Very much the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to Ben. I got in 24 months. I'm going to like 14 weddings.
Oh boy, you better start budgeting, Kyle.
You're a popular guy. No wonder you don't want to be our
weddings.
friends. You already have too many.
These aren't half of them are my friends.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe here I'll make you a deal. You give me 100 cash.
Yeah.
And then Venmo me 50 so it can go to my gambling funds, and then we straight.
I'm gonna let you make a decision, and we'll see. We'll play roulette with that too.
Sounds good.
You'll see.
And if I win that 50, I'll give you 50 back.
Hey, I'm saying when you open up the cards, you'll find out what you got. Maybe you got 50, maybe you got 100, maybe you got some coming Venmo. You'll see.
All right. I don't know how I can possibly change gears on the trajectory we've been going.
No, you can't.
We never even got to the bottom of how many babies you're having.
Oh yeah,
what's
good
up with that?
question.
Are you having one? You having two?
4? 6?
All right. So we have a girl, and I love her dearly.
Twins?
It's in the family. My brother's got twins. I don't know if that's boy or girl side. But if I pop out, I pop out.
You know something about biology.
If I pop
You
out
have
a
the
kid,
easy job.
I know. I forgot to tell you guys. So three of my teammates that I played at Wisconsin with all just had, 2 of them had their 3rd kid, 1 of them had their 2nd kid, all within 3 weeks. And they're telling stories. Man, I shouldn't be telling birth stories on air. But essentially, fast births, which is great. I yawned during the birth process.
What do you mean?
My fiance looked at me like she was going to kill me.
Because you were like, ugh.
When
she was pushing?
What time was baby
when
Brust born?
fiance was in the process, laboring, straining.
I yawned.
Ben, I mean,
What time?
seriously.
Like 2 a.m.
Nah, I mean,
I was tired.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a long day.
Hey, I mean, we each have a job with this conception process. And you already did yours.
Yeah, I actually don't blame you on that. If it's 2 a.m,
We had been there for like 24 hours.
That's late. That's a lot of time.
how much did you slept?
None.
How,
I kind of get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
did you try to shield the yawn?
Honestly,
or did you just,
Brad,
open?
That would have been a heady play.
Brett, Brett, you're up for that long, and it was a strenuous process, right? Like you're just like survival
here's the thing,
You
Brad.
got to look away. You got to put your head down.
Oh, I didn't tell you this either.
Brad's onto something though, real quick, because Ben is always very loud, boistrous, if you will, with everything he does. So you know that was not a quiet yawn.
No, you have to shield. You have to disguise it. Probably arms up too, like
Your fiance out there.
She's gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me. This date night is gonna be horrible. I pray to God that this does not get back to her. I pray to God. So
was it allowed?
That's bogus. It is.
One more time. What was that?
No.
Two,
please no.
three.
Please no. Please. Hey, baby, you good? Baby, you good? Late. About 4 hours prior to that, we weren't in push zone yet. I was hungry.
Oh no.
So I leave the room. Her parents are out there. I was like, I'll do anything for food. Anything. I was like, I hadn't eaten McDonald's in 4 years. I said I could use a double cheeseburger. He went through the drive-through line.
Who did? You did?
No, I didn't leave. Her dad left. And it was waiting like 15 minutes for a double cheeseburger, and he walked up to the window and knocked on it. I was like, I just need a double cheeseburger. Like my daughter's in there. I just need to get some food. I left for like 15 minutes, and she didn't know where I went, and I just had to get a double cheeseburger in me.
Oh, my gosh.
What if the baby would have started coming at the time?
Oh, I would have ran in there, dropped the food.
Would you have finished the burger?
How would you have known?
I would have seen people run in there. It's time. Let's go.
Would you have brought the burger in there with you?
No. Eating the burger. Hey, baby, you want a bite?
His right hand is getting crushed holding his baby girl's hand. His left hand has a double cheeseburger.
Oh.
Okay, so why you having more kids or what?
I don't know anymore. I don't know.
At this point,
after this conversation, if it gets back to my fiance that we talked about her birth on the air, I don't know if I will have the opportunity to attempt to have kids again.
Or a wedding. Or a date night.
Or a date night tonight.
You'll be okay. I just, that's what we know. That's what happens in the delivery room.
So everyone knows, right? It's life. It's life.
It is.
What's up with the question you asked us earlier? You asked us how many kids should you have?
Well, if I have a second girl, I want a boy.
You keep trying.
But what happens when you get to 4?
Oh, well, see, once you get to 3, I planned this out. If Laura allows me to have kids, if I get to 3 little girls, I'm going to love them. But the next one's going to be a little pastry dish. We're going to just mix it together. Y'all just let me know which one's the Y, okay?
Which one's the Y?
In the lab.
The fourth, the last little cow going to be in the lab. I'm going to say, give me the good genes one. Which one is the healthiest? But make sure it's a boy. I'm telling you, I think I'm dead ass serious.
I know you are.
I'm dead. I'm willing to try 3 times. And other than that, if Laura says you ain't going to do it, I'm going to say, we're going to use science.
Who's most important for the Packers' success next season? Goody LaFleur or Love? Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
When I'm, again, doing the Pack Arena, and as a shareholder, when I'm sizing up my ring,
I'm sizing up my ring Pack Arena right now.
1 Packer, 2 Packer, 3 Packer Arena.
Hey.
Hey.
What's the rest of the words? Jordan Love to Christian Watson. Nay, that's a touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Southbound on 41. We got some backups basically from Silver Spring all the way down past Capitol Drive. Also delays on westbound 94 from about 27th Street out to Mitchell Boulevard. A little bit slow on southbound 43 from about Fond du Lac Avenue through the Marquette. And we have a crash off the freeway system. It's on 27th Street northbound right near the airport, right at Mangold Avenue. The right shoulder is blocked with a crash there. And check the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, slight chance for flurries, mostly cloudy otherwise, a low of 17. Tomorrow, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 34. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
New year at your local Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis Auto Group dealerships. If it's the new year, it's time for a new ride. So plan on driving into 2025 in style at a Cunis Auto Group dealership near you. Your Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis dealerships feature America's best-selling brands from both Buick and GMC, all at nearby locations in Oak Creek and Greenfield. During January, every remaining new 2024 vehicle plus thousands of select pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs are all being discount priced to sell. We've got to make immediate room for hundreds of incoming new 2025s, as well as hundreds of fresh trade-ins from the holiday season. We're paying top values on all trades, no matter what the mileage or condition. Don't forget to check out individual dealership websites for pre-owned vehicles super specials. Plus, January service specials on everything from oil changes, tires, and brakes. Ring in big New Year savings at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis Auto Group dealerships, or shop online at shopcunis.com.
Kevin Moret for Mentality. Guys, most new clients start with just 1/3 the free testosterone they need, and that puts you at an unfair disadvantage. No matter how hard you push yourself, it's an uphill battle. Free testosterone drives everything, your energy, strength, and metabolism, and without it, nothing works. At Mentality, our doctors restore that balance so your body works the way it should. Energy comes back, fat burns off, and you feel like yourself again. Make this year different. Visit mentalityhealth.com/radio for a special New Year offer. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets.
Here's to a Wisconsin winter you will always remember. To playing outdoors in a winter wonderland. Here's to cozying up around the fire and holding someone close. And to staying downtown, where the food scene makes your heart sing. And to celebrating moments frozen in time. Here's to those who Wisconsin. Plan your winter getaway at travelwisconsin.com. Sponsored by Travel Wisconsin.
Do you want to have more fun watching the NFL playoffs? Try playing Sleeper Picks. Just download the Sleeper app today and pick more or less on at least 2 players' projected stats. You can win up to 100 times your cash. For a limited time, Sleeper has a special offer. New users have to just play $5 and they'll receive $55 in free entries. Just download the Sleeper app today and use code BRAD, B-R-A-D. Must be 18 years or older. Promo code, location, and other restrictions apply. Minimum deposit $25. See terms of use for details. Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-426-2537 for help.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Who is most important for the Green Bay Packers' success? Who is the most important? I mean, let's be honest, guys. That was a whirlwind of an hour and a half.
It was a 90 minutes to remember.
Hey, keep the good time rolling, fellas. How many kids should Ben have? I'm poll now at KBN ESPN.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
I'll vote.
Will you go with whatever KBN Nation tells you?
Yeah, set in stone. I'll run it by the fiance tonight.
Exactly.
You know, here's what the fans are thinking.
They said 14. I mean, I don't know.
It's going to work. Who is most important for the Packers' success next season? Mr. Goody, Mr. Matty, or Mr. Jordan?
Honestly, I think it's on Goody. I really do. I think Goody is really the guy that has to put pieces together for this football team, because despite the fact that Jordan Love didn't play his best in the end, if the Green Bay Packers had more impactful players on defense in that last game, even though the defense wasn't an issue, more of a pass rush, maybe there's a different result. And so I think it falls on Goody to make sure that we have more explosive playmakers around Jordan Love. I feel like Jordan Love has the talent. Matt LaFleur is a good coach. But unfortunately, when you compare us to the other teams that are still alive, they have much more playmakers to be able to be on their offensive side of the ball. And then defensively, they have more difference makers defensively than what the Green Bay Packers have. And that all comes down to giving Matt the ingredients, giving Jordan Love the ingredients to be able to cook. I don't feel like they have all the ingredients they need and able to cook up a championship. So I put this all on Goody of making sure that this team needs to be successful, but you need to put all the players in place. You can get applauded for the great draft class the last 2 years, but until you actually have a football team that has not missing an explosive wide receiver, not being able to get a pass rush, it is still on you, Goody.
Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up. You've been part of a team that's been built with dudes on both sides of the football. Goody, Love, LaFleur, who's most important to the success of the team next year?
It's Jordan Love. There's no doubt that the teams that I had success on, they had dudes on every part of the ball. That includes punter. And when it comes down to...
Cool. Nice. Actually, great drop in.
I know, right? You know what the biggest factor was to that success, though, in 2015 when the Panthers, the team that I was on, went to the Super Bowl? It was Cam Newton winning the MVP. I mean, we had a great defense and great special teams, but Cam Newton winning the MVP every single year. The top quarterbacks in the NFL, the quarterbacks that are on the short list for MVP, the quarterbacks that are having the highest in Offensive Player of the Year, the highest in QBR, it's no surprise those are the teams that are left over. If your quarterback is playing at an all-pro level, almost always you find yourself at least in the championship game weekend. And this year it's no different. Guys, I look at QBR, which is that stat that really dictates, quarterback performance and efficiency. Number 1, Jaden Daniels. Number 3, Josh Allen. Number 5, Patrick Mahomes. Number 9, Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts had Saquon Barkley. Also included in there was Lamar Jackson, number 2, and many other playoff quarterbacks round out the top 10. So if Jordan Love, if he's going to be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, maybe top 3, I don't see how the Packers don't have success and find themselves playing on this weekend next year. It's Jordan Love.
Yeah, I mean, as many people have been critical of Matt LaFleur, there's been people defending Matt LaFleur. He's not the answer to this question, right? I think ultimately when you look at it, he won 13 games with the youngest team in the NFL, won a playoff game. The team took a step back, but it was a wonky year, if we're being honest, with Jordan Love's injuries. The defense was better, and I know we feel better about Hafley as a coordinator, but I feel like there's a couple spices that are missing as like in the cabinet right now. If your mom makes a meal, right, and you're missing like the key ingredient right now, the key ingredient to a playoff run is what you said, Brad, is a quarterback that can get there. I think we know that Love is capable of a high ceiling of what he showed us 2 years ago. This year wasn't. It was a little bit of a step back. However you want to judge it, go ahead. But somebody consistently wreaking havoc off the edge or on the defensive line is a major ingredient to any recipe that your mom's making, or if you're cooking up a football team, if you're Goody. You got to find a way to get production. Bringing in a new defensive line coach, we've seen these guys. These guys aren't going to change who they are. You can't ask Rashawn Gary and Kenny Clark to be 2X of what they've been, because as you've seen over the last 2 years, they kind of are who they are. You can't change. They can maybe play a little bit better, but even if they play better than they have, they're not going to be guys who are like, whoo, man, look at how they're changing the game. You got to find a game-changing player on the front line of your defense. I don't know how he goes about it. It's a tough task. Do you try and do something where you try and find someone who was like a Zadarius Smith and a Preston Smith that you brought in 2019 that might be not top dollar value, but somebody who's, you're going to pay because you have cap space? How he goes about this is interesting, because if you draft somebody in the first round and in the 21st pick, you're likely not going to get somebody that is a ultimate game changer that you need in order to win a championship, because Goody himself in the post-game presser talked about the players, and I think he himself knows if he's going to talk about urgency of winning a championship, there's a part that he plays in this too. But this is, to me, the answer is Goody.
And this is exactly why it falls on Goody. Like, he has to be the one to pull the strings. He should be, again, applauding himself for what he has done, because he has helped build a team and rebuild a football team that lost a legend, that lost a Hall of Fame quarterback. But Goody should really evaluate, where did he find success this year, right? Where were the bright spots this year? We know one position that was bright. It was the running back room. We lost Aaron Jones. We got Josh Jacobs. And everybody in Green Bay, we miss Aaron Jones as his smile, but we ain't worried about missing his running style on the football field, because we saw what Josh Jacobs was. When you
just to play devil's advocate, we kind of were missing his running style, because we talked to Jason Wilde and we looked at how the game was played, and they couldn't figure out how to have an effective play-action pass game because Josh Jacobs didn't do the same things that Aaron Jones did, so they need to reconfigure that.
Josh Jacobs scored a touchdown, I believe, in 9 straight games to end this football season. Josh Jacobs was healthy all season long. We ain't going to do nothing negative about Josh Jacobs. Aaron Jones, I love him, but Josh Jacobs was clearly an upgrade from Aaron Jones. You look on the defensive side of the football, he invested in that with Xavier McKinney. Now, Xavier McKinney might be an all-pro safety in the NFL, so we have to understand, Goody, it's not all about drafting and developing. It is about finding players that can be impactful for your team. Your best 2 players on this football team were not drafted by you last year. The guys that performed the best were guys that you evaluated and you actually signed. If you want to make this football team better, if you want the trajectory to go to where you believe that you are competing for championships, you want everybody to have a sense of urgency. When you have that sense of urgency in the offseason and spend some of that money to get impactful players on the defensive side of the ball, find the number 1 wide receiver for your stud quarterback, then your team actually has a chance to win a Super Bowl. But until then, we're still just going to be a playoff team. So it is on Goody. It ain't on Jordan. Jordan going to do what he do once he get talent around him. Matt LaFleur going to do what he do once he has the guys on his football team. But Goody, you got to give the guys stuff in order to cook.
Yeah, I mean, right there with you. Goody is vitally important for sure. Pass rush, cornerback, number 1 wide receiver for sure. But let me ask you this. Let's say the same exact Packer team comes back in 2025, but Jordan Love plays at a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. How far do you think this team gets?
He will be in that Hall of Fame talk. Just wait.
I still don't think they're a Super Bowl team because they're missing pieces that are game changers on the defensive side of the football.
So maybe they win wild card, maybe divisional round.
Yeah.
Maybe they're playing next, but you're
sure.
saying not Super Bowl.
I don't know if they win a Super Bowl if the same team is back.
Yeah, I guess I buy that. I think Jordan Love can get them if he's playing great.
Oh, so we convinced you that it's Goody?
No, I still think it's Jordan Love. He can for sure get you to this weekend alone. But
it's a good try, Brad.
Yeah,
it was. Come on, Brad. We did a good
job.
Just
come to the Goody's got to cook.
Jordan Love, baby.
Goody's got to cook.
Yeah.
And then Jordan Love can cook.
Goody's got to cook.
Yeah, he got to cook. And my boy Jay Love, he gonna be okay. I can't wait for the bounce back. I know I said earlier today I would take Jaden Daniels because he's the hot, sexy thing right now. But Jordan Love is still a really, really good quarterback that has a really high ceiling, and I can't wait to see what Goody does this offseason because I, for one, call me an idiot, call me a fool, I think Goody's going to cook up something. He cooked up something last year, and I don't think he was done. I think that was just the start. That was just the appetizer. I think the full meal comes this year when he has all that money. He got rid of all those guys
Kyle,
off the
you've
book.
been a Packer fan your entire life. They don't do splashy things year after year after year in free agency.
Yeah, you should appreciate
So I just want you to temper yourself so you don't get upset when you don't get what you want.
He has too much money to spend. He ain't just going to sit on it. He wants to win a championship. He knows where legacies are built on. They don't talk about guys that don't win championships. They wouldn't be talking about Ron Wolf if Ron Wolf didn't win a championship. They wouldn't be talking about Ted Thompson if Ted Thompson didn't win a championship.
But how many free agents are there that are going to make this team a Super Bowl team? Like that much better. T. Higgins is good. I'll give you that for sure.
I don't know if he goes, whoa, T. Higgins, now they're going to cook to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like now that's a top 5 offense. I mean, what about
the Packers are 3 players away. They're 3 players away from legitimately having a shot.
Receiver?
You get an impactful receiver, you get a pass rusher, you get a corner. I understand it ain't that easy, but there's guys.
I was going to say, in Madden we can make it happen.
No, it ain't that easy, but you don't need to get like a superstar level talent. You got a guy who's begging to come back. We got a guy in Tate that's trying to spin the block. You need to have that conversation and say, you know what, you're a little bit older than what I like. But you actually can help this team this year, and you may be able to help build the young guys. So when you do move on from us in 2 years or a year from now, they're ready to assume that role of being the number 1 wide receiver. You got to find the established corner, and you got to find somebody who can wreak havoc on the defensive line. And we have the Sports Center Sports Desk, huh?
Over to the KBN Sports Desk with Alex Strofe.
Sorry, Kyle. Didn't mean to interrupt you. You didn't need to throw to me right away.
No, I'm just assuming it better be some good.
No. You usually can finish your thought, and then he's letting you know he's got something to share with us.
I'm just looking at a list from Pro Football Focus of their top 100 free agents. The 3rd-ranked cornerback and 15th overall best free agent. Rasul Douglas of the Buffalo Bills.
Spin the block again?
We spinning the block?
Spin the block with Tay and Rasul?
Oh, that'd be fun.
He's on Flames.
I don't want Rasul. He's going to be on the downslide by the end of that contract.
Yeah,
DJ
that
Reed
feel
is
like
the top-ranked corner. Played his last 2 years in New York.
Jets.
But he's 28 years old. Or 27.
28.
Yeah, but
he's got 3 years.
Is that young
got years.
I agree. He's my free agent.
But you're asking, is he young enough in the Goody?
That's what I'm asking.
Goody youth board.
He's under 30. He's like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Free agent number 4 is wide receiver Chris Godwin. You might know him from the Tampa Bay.
Again, off of injury. No shot.
So
I don't think he's that old.
It's T. Higgins or bust in free agency then for receiver.
You know what I'm starting to think?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I feel you got Rob Demoski, Packers reporter. He's a smart guy. You got Jason Wilde, smart guy, been around the Packers forever, Packers reporter here. And then also you have Tausch all talking about Devontae Adams. Now, they may not divulge what they know, but I feel like Tausch said he's on the campaign to get Tay. Tausch knows people. I feel like he may know something that there may be a little bit of a smidden for now. I think there may be some where he heard a little whisper.
I want to believe that. I really do. But Goody seems like the kind of guy that he just doesn't give a dang what anyone else thinks or what anyone wants to do.
General managers don't get there for Packer Hall of Famers on the radio saying, I want this guy.
Yeah, he has no problem being like, I'm not.
No
doing
offense,
that.
Old T.
I think Old T might have heard some whispers or somebody. There's just been a lot of energy because we
nothing
all
like
know,
Kyle coming to the radio to give a take that he's making up that he heard. That he thinks Old T heard whispers. Mark Tauscher heard whispers.
I'm just
about Tay Adams.
All I'm saying is that we all know that Goody isn't gonna get 30-year-olds, but Old T is talking about it. Rob didn't say it's out the realm of possibility. Neither did Jason Wilde. I mean, I went from this not happening to maybe it could. Miracles do happen.
I'm one. I'm a walking miracle, as you say.
Yep, you sure are. Your beautiful fiance says it every day. She said, "Boy, oh boy, what did I do?"
I thought he had it.
You are a walking miracle. You are a walking miracle.
Brad, 21 to death. You got the perfect drink for you.
That's right. That is carbless. If you're 21,
we were talking about age. We were talking about age. Like
I was floored. I just picked my jaw up off the ground.
Yeah. You could be. Once you're,
you need a little morbid.
Yeah, you need to hit that. Start that one over.
Once you're 21 years old and you're of age, I got the perfect drink that Brad will tell you about, and you can drink it until you die.
That's right. And guys, it's a Friday. You can already feel the KBN Friday energy. Friday for me, that means a carbless baby. A carbless, less is more with carbless. You know that already. But if you don't know the flavor, then you are completely missing out. You have one taste and you will be hooked. I promise you that you will. You will love the flavor. That's why they have all these pop-ups all over the place, right? Because they know with one taste, you realize, whoa, this is different when it comes to carbless. Classic cocktails, that kind of feels like a warm winter drink, right? A Paloma, Moscow Mule, Mojito. If you want to sit back, close your eyes, and feel like you're sitting on a beach, then have my favorite margarita. Also, black raspberry, lemon, lime, cranberry in the winter months. Boy, that hits different. But not only that, I tried to get a good workout in this morning. I'm getting in my mid-30s. I want my figure to stay good. Guilt-free is how I would describe carbless. It's carb-free, sugar-free, gluten-free. That means guilt-free across the board. 100 calories per can, less carbonation. That means less bloat, but still that unbelievable crisp taste that only carbless has. It is a ready-to-drink cocktail made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. When you're enjoying it, it feels like you're enjoying Wisconsin itself. So if you're hanging out this weekend, at home, at a bar, you want to have some fun, you want to enjoy it, with a carbless. Enjoy carbless with Less is More with carbless.
I got a question for Brad Nortman, and I sent it to Alex Strofe. Maybe it's a mini becoming relevant next? Let's do it.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a seam head now. You can call me whatever you want.
Seam head?
I don't even know what that is.
That means I'm a baseball dork. All I do is sit and watch MLB big inning at night.
Head.
I've never heard that before.
This is because you're not a seam head.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. What happens when you mix a three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be. I think his legs. Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry. Are you guys being serious? You guys can't put tunes
I got it. I did not get it.
They don't call themselves Racine Danish turnover.
Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you too, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Winning in the NFL comes down to the basics, blocking and tackling. In retirement, protection and income are the keys to success. Simply put, if you're nearing or in retirement, you can't afford a stock market crash. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons. Having played on winning teams with the Steelers and Falcons, studying game film was a key to success. Now I'm a best-selling author and star in a new groundbreaking documentary film called The Retirement Deception. It unveils how the Wall Street machine has been deceiving us for decades and proves you don't need to risk your nest egg in the market to have the retirement you deserve. This film shows you exactly how to protect your retirement from stock market drops and produce more income than you thought possible. incredible. I want you to watch this film for free. Call today for your free copy of The Retirement Deception. I think you would agree 30 to 40 years of saving for retirement is at least worth a phone call to watch this film and see how you can improve your retirement. Call today to speak with an all-pro retirement specialist to get your free copy of The Retirement Deception. Call 855-620-1801. That's 855-620-1801. MitchLyonsWealth.com. Your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
Guys, let's talk about something important. That's you. Hey, it's Brad Nortman. Taking care of your health and appearance isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. At Quintessa Aesthetic Center, they make it easy. With experts in advanced skincare, body contouring, and anti-aging treatments, Quintessa's here to help you stay sharp and at your best. Trust me, when you look good, you feel even better. So why wait? Visit myquintessa.com and take the first step toward a more confident you.
Wisconsin is still cattle country, and that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
Dunks, threes, buzzer beaters. There's so much NBA happening. I gotta keep up.
Easy there. There's a better way to NBA with the NBA app.
Wait, really?
Follow your favorite teams and the league's brightest stars. Be on the ball with real-time stats and scores.
Yeah?
And go behind all the drama with new docs and shows.
Are you kidding?
Catch every swish, dunk, and bucket. All of this, all in one place, all for free.
Thank you.
There's a better way to NBA. Download the app today. Available on the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Mark Tauscher here for Kohler Services. If you've been putting off your bath or shower remodel, now is the time to turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer, providing care for life. And this month only, get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and no payment financing until 2026. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Hey, I'm Reba McEntire. In life, you'll hear a lot of people tell you that you can do anything you want. I'm here to tell you that's true. Since I was a little girl, I dreamed of becoming a successful singer and entertainer. It took a lot of hard work, dedication, and perseverance to find my success, but it was worth it. I never gave up on my dreams. Remember, you can never have a dream come true until you've had a dream. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Miss Polly said, come on over tonight. You told me don't know.
I stumbled across something that, piqued my interest on my timeline. I sent it over to Alex Strofe during Mr. Irrelevant, 12:30 on YouTube, at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. I was like, Strofe, keep this one for the show because I'm curious. I genuinely am. If you could, do we want to do Becoming Relevant here, or you want to?
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Strofe's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Yeah, so the thing that Ben referred to, and if he had listened to Mr. Relevant, he would have found out about this on Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12:30, ESPN Milwaukee, ESPN Madison on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcast. Just search Mr. Relevant. We've launched our 4-star campaign, so please only rate it 4 out of 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thank you.
All right, can you get back to our show?
Yes. Josh DiMaggio brought this up on Mr. Relevant, Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Wednesday.
Wait, why 4 stars?
Just, Brett, no.
I'm fascinated by that.
Strofe, please.
I think people will actually do it then. You follow? Okay, so Luke Larson is the name of this guy. He was, this past season, the punter at Eastern Carolina University. He has entered the transfer portal. He is the oldest player in college football. He's 32 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
He is going to be 33 when next season starts. You are how old?
I am 35.
Do you think you could still punt in college football, Division I?
Easily? I would be...
You haven't punted a football in how long, remember?
4.5 years.
And you think tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but in August when the season starts, you could be a starting punter in the Division I program?
I'd be a top 5 punter in NCAA.
Then why would you still be in the NFL? If you were a top 5 punter in the NCAA, wouldn't you get drafted?
Because there's a huge difference between college football and the NFL. Huge difference. Huge.
Wait a minute, Brad.
There's like 1 or 2 punters per year that make it to the NFL, and they make it primarily because they're cheap.
Brad.
And they're good.
I love
cheap.
I don't know about all this.
Wait, hold on. Have
top
you guys,
five?
Top five?
You guys watched college punters? All due respect to all my college punters out there. They're not very good.
No, top 5 is success.
Wait, hold on.
If you would have said top 25, I would have said yes.
I'm insulted.
Top 5.
Top 5?
He played in the NFL for 6 years.
You haven't played in the NFL for 4, is that right?
It's been like 8. It's been like 8.
What was that?
2017 was your last year, bud.
It's 2025.
It got released in 2018.
But so you think that you could punt
6 years?
Yeah.
3 to 4 times per game every single week in practice and do all that stuff that these students are doing, going to class.
Yeah, well, okay, wait.
And be a top 5.
Going to class.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go back to school.
He's a student.
Yeah, school's easy.
Oh, yeah.
I chose to go back to school.
You'd have to either go get a second bachelor's or start your doctorate. Which one is it?
My NCAA is, well, I think I do doctorate. I want to be Dr. Nortman. That'd be great. Is it a PhD in something?
Yeah, you're probably not far off.
I'm actually insulted.
You should be
guys
insulted.
think that I wouldn't not only be a starter, not only be top 25.
I figured you'd be at Mac
5.
school or something.
Oh my gosh. I am absolutely insulted.
Bowling Green punter Brad Nortman out for the punt.
You guys don't watch college punters then?
Yeah, I do.
So you realize they're bad.
Brad, you are aware we all watched all 12 games of Wisconsin this year, right? We saw a lot of punting.
Brad, how far do you think you can punt on average?
I could in college
right now,
just rocket it.
Yes, right
Smaller
now.
football.
Yeah, right now.
Smaller football.
It is, isn't it?
Slightly.
Look at Brad. Look at Brad.
Correct.
Look at him puffing his chest.
Do you think that
out
helps
right
you
now.
or hurts you in punting?
Brad,
I think it helps you.
It hurts you.
Come on.
Well, even more reason why he won't be top 5.
NFL balls are easier to punt.
How many yards per game do you think you can punt?
I could easily punt it 45 or more per game.
45.
Even with pooch punts, the whole thing, I would rocket it so far over their heads they wouldn't even know what to do with it.
45 will put you.
Joe in the Boonies chimes in 800-990-3776. My man, you're saying Ray Guy Award finalist?
Ray Guy easily. I'd be a Ray Guy finalist.
Okay, I've actually never seen Brad get legitimately defensive.
I know.
This is rare air.
Listen.
Look, you're old, man.
Listen,
you're old.
I couldn't punt in the NFL anymore. Hand in the air. I could not punt in the NFL.
Well, yeah, the NFL told you that 6 years
we
ago.
know that.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
Don't do my boy like
they
that.
cut your ass.
College. It's a big drop.
Brad, I mean,
we talking about practice.
So number 1 is 47, number 2 is 47, number 3 and 4 46, and then number 5 is 45.95.
But you can't just go based off
Gilbert
of
Brown
raw.
is his name, which is crazy.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Gravedigger?
Yeah, I guess so. That's a big boy.
You can't just go we're getting punting talk now. Can't just go primarily off of gross average. There's hang time, there's direction. Most of these guys watch a college game. Most of them roll out, hold the ball, kick a line drive trash punt that just rolls around and gets 50 yards.
Yeah, I've seen it. That's what you look like.
Yeah, and that's trash punters.
Brad,
you do that when you can't
Brad,
punt.
I'm going to cheer you up. We got 2 minutes left in the show. Today is one of my favorite days on the calendar year.
Oh, what day is it?
Today is National Compliment Day.
Oh, wow.
Ben Brust, please give Brad Nortman a compliment.
I think you'd be a great top 50 punter in college if you were back.
Wow.
Kyle Wallace, please give Brad Nortman a compliment.
Brad, I absolutely love the way you swing your leg.
Brad Nortman, please give me a compliment.
Alex Strofe, you have elite energy, positivity.
Oh, my God.
And you're a great friend and producer of this program.
Thanks, Brad. Likewise. Brad, please give Ben Brust a compliment.
Ben, you have courage that I could never have.
Why is he getting so serious right now?
Ben Brust, give Kyle Wallace a compliment.
Why are you going viral on the other station you're on, not with us?
Well, I don't know.
Good point.
I don't know how that happened.
I know what happened. He went viral on our station for saying Jordan Love shouldn't sit out. Then he went at Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs, and since he's gotten bad mentions from Packer fans, he's too scared to give his real thoughts because he doesn't want to get put in the blender again on social media.
No.
Ben, please give me a compliment.
You're really good at promoting your own show.
Thank you.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
You turned out to be an okay dad.
I don't give a damn what you think.
What do you mean? That's a compliment.
All I know is my fiance told me yesterday, you're a better dad than I could ever imagine.
Kyle,
Which she doesn't completely hate you.
Isn't that bad.
It was kind of like a backhanded compliment.
So many conversations going on. That bad. My style isn't bad at all. Bad isn't good.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
Yeah, Kyle, you got to get rid of your 2010 shirts.
Hey, Ben, please give the Damn Sports Show a compliment.
Nah. They're coming up next in Beaver Dam.
What about Jim, Matt, and Molly?
Molly's the best on the show, and she's not even in. We're back in 2 minutes.
You're gonna go to the record store. You're gonna give them all your money. Radio play.
Southbound on 41. It's still backed up a bit from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. Give yourself that extra time there. The westbound side of 94, we're seeing delays from 25th Street all the way to about Holly Road. Eastbound, you're in patches of delays right past 76th Street and then again right through the Stadium interchange to about 35th. And then on southbound 43, still just seeing delays right in the Marquette interchange. Traffic is brought to you by the Knickerbocker on the Lake. Discover the Knickerbocker on the Lake, Milwaukee's historic hotel since 1929. Experience elegance, modern comfort, and unforgettable stays. Book now at knickerbockeronthelake.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, slight chance for flurries, mostly cloudy, otherwise a low of 17. Then tomorrow, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 34. Weather is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Remember, FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's, flavor is our family's business.
Do you want to have more fun watching the NFL playoffs? Try playing Sleeper Picks. Just download the Sleeper app today and pick more or less on at least 2 players' projected stats. You can win up to 100 times your cash. For a limited time, Sleeper has a special offer. New users have to just play $5 and they'll receive $55 in free entries. Just download the Sleeper app today and use code BRAD, B-R-A-D. Must be 18 years or older. Promo code, location, and other restrictions apply. Minimum deposit $25. See terms of use for details. Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-426-2537 for help.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys. We them boys.
Grab the belt. Grab the belt.
It's the 4-1 Bowl Hour at 4 on KBN.
He is Kyle Wallace. I am Ben Brust alongside Brad Nortman.
You're making a mess over there. Stuff is falling and dropping.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. On your way to a happy hour, something like that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What? You got a boo-boo on your arm. What happened?
Are you serious?
He wasn't in the show for this.
You didn't hear?
I also don't know what that's from.
I was.
Yeah.
All right, I'll hold it up on YouTube for the audience. I mean, I'll undo the Band-Aid. It's not that bad. It's just a burn mark.
Oh no, you burned yourself cooking?
Oven?
No. So my daughter was going to sleep and she's getting a little fussy because she needed to give her the bottle before bed. And so I got distracted and so I was like, oh, I forgot to put the bottle in. And he put the bottle. And so in the bottle warmer, there's 2 holes for steam to come out of, so it doesn't trap all of the warm water, the hot water that boils over the bottle.
I love that Kyle and I are both completely clueless about it.
Brad, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, sure
I'm
do.
trying to follow steam in the milk.
Yep, steam coming out. Did you get burned by steam?
I decided to trap all of the hot air in there to help it warm faster, and so I put my arm.
I'm lost.
I put my arm with a sweatshirt sleeve on top of the holes to trap all the heat to make the bottle warm quicker.
Uh-oh.
And then all of a sudden I was like, ha!
Yeah, steam will get you.
And I just burned the crap out of my arm.
Yeah.
So there's that.
She was gonna be okay.
How about
for
that
if you
dad
waited
move
extra
right
2
there?
minutes, right?
Yeah, she was, but I don't like to hear her cry.
That's just a dad
It's my baby girl.
Put himself in the
feel you.
line of fire. That's what that is.
So if the milk wasn't hot and it was just lukewarm, she would have been like, ugh.
There's a better chance that See, this is like, you don't care. You don't know. We just switched from some formula
You
to
don't get it.
whole.
You don't get it. You don't know.
To whole milk. So I want to make sure
whole milk. Is that good for her?
That's what you do when they turn 1. You give them actual milk.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Okay, not oat milk.
When is her birthday? Is it coming up?
It is in 4 days.
Okay.
Are we
Monday.
invited to the birthday party?
This is a short heads up on this. Fellas, we should probably get her a gift, right?
Oh, yeah. Is that what you do?
I mean, we should probably
if you're invited to a party,
we could do it collectively.
No, if you're invited to a party. Are we invited to a party?
Oh, that's a good point. You having a party?
We are.
We invited?
You're not.
Oh, that's a bad sign for the wedding.
Is this
boys.
a family-only party?
Well, that's the thing. It is a meeting of some family. So the parents have met many times, but my siblings with them, my brother having 6 kids, my other brother having 4, my sister having 2, and then her having 3 siblings that live in St. Louis and 1 in Kansas City. They're all coming up. It is a commingling of family.
Real
quick question.
Somebody's going to meet Jonathan Brust.
One more follow-up. Is Greg Scalzo invited?
Of course. He's the best man at the wedding. He's been in my life for 8 years.
Yeah,
we're not.
But he was just a co-host of We Are Your Current.
No,
co-host.
he literally was like and still is my best friend. Like we used to go out and bet thousands of dollars on games irresponsibly.
So that's what it takes to win your heart?
Yeah,
kind of. Is he your only best friend?
Lose together?
Yeah.
That's good. The older you get, the less you need.
Yeah, I really don't have like a huge pile of friends. So it'll be interesting because somebody's going to meet Jonathan Brust and he's going to do something that's going to be really embarrassing.
What do you mean by somebody?
Like her family. Sure. Like they're going to see the crazy person that he is in the flesh.
They've never met him before?
One at a time.
They've never met him before?
No.
Oof.
And maybe that makes you look better. They're like, oh, at least he's not marrying that guy.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, like when my brother Jonathan got married, all of us secretly were like clapping inside, like, thank God he's yours now. No joke. We were like, who the hell was stupid enough to say I do to marry him?
Such a wonderful woman his wife is.
She sure is. Now, Brad, we've talked a little about my dadisms. Who the hell is having a Friday morning party for a 4-year-old?
Yeah, so we got some friends.
And this somehow ties back to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got some friends who has a son that's turning 4 years old, and they had a 4-year-old party this morning. So, from 10 o'clock, I went there. And
this morning?
Yeah, it was.
That's what I said.
Don't people have to work?
Right.
Well, it was all the moms and me and Lexi, and obviously the boys that we're fostering. And we went to the party, and there was a bunch of 4-year-olds running around, all that kind of stuff. And this was a buddy of mine who went to Brookfield Central. And obviously he wasn't there; he was working.
I'm sorry, Brad. I am so poor. My wonderful woman would never have the luxury to be able to go to a birthday party.
That's what I'm saying. Like
a Friday.
Brad's hanging out with everyone who's got like 10 different moms that are like just stay at home.
Ladies, what's going on?
What do they do for work?
What's going on?
Nothing. They take care of
their husbands.
Yeah, exactly.
So a bunch of these wives are there with their kids and stuff. So I'm the only guy. I'm yucking it up with all the wives. And the mom of my buddy, my buddy was there. The mom of my buddy was there, right? So this guy, he's the guy whose son was turning 4. Again, he was working, so he wasn't there. But I was talking with his mom. And,
this is grandma.
The 4-year-old's grandma.
Yeah, not your grandma. This is grandma in relation to whose party.
Correct.
It is. Okay,
correct. So my buddy went to Brookfield Central. He played quarterback for the Brookfield Central Lancers. Part of my immediate friend group. We still hang out all the time. So I'm talking to his mom and blah blah. Oh, you're in that show. How's the show going? And I go, oh, it's going great, Mrs. XYZ. You got Ben Brust. And remember that name, right? Ben Brust. Oh yeah. Final Four, I remember. And I go, oh yeah. We got a guy named Kyle on there too.
Again, just a guy named Kyle.
We got a guy named Kyle.
I mean, how else would you explain me?
How do we explain? I honestly say, people ask me, they're like, and who's this Kyle guy? I don't know. It's just Kyle.
We got Kyle. We got Kyle.
DEI, I guess. I don't know.
And I described Kyle. And she's like, oh, he sounds wonderful. I was like, actually, you might remember this, Mrs. XYZ. When Mike and I said my friend's name on the air, when we were in high school together, we played Kyle's team. We played Whitefish Bay. Do you remember that, Mrs. XYZ? In the first round of the playoffs? She goes, oh, yeah. You guys beat them. Boy, that must be hard for Kyle every day to be reminded of that. Oh, poor Kyle. So I was like, it is hard for him, Mrs. XYZ. It's really hard for him. Think about staring at me every day. So she had sympathy for you, Kyle.
I love the Mrs. XYZ. I just want to put that out there.
Mrs. XYZ was just like, oh, she's so sweet. Oh, it must be so hard for Kyle every day to be reminded of that. Is it hard?
Mrs. XYZ, I try to suppress my feelings quite a bit. When I decided to do the show and it was announced, my friends texted me and said I was a traitor. And so just bringing up
this is true, by the way. I went on Kyle's.
Yeah.
Kyle's Facebook when he was like, "Hey, new show, Kyle, Brust, and Nortman." I swear I saw 25 people comment, "How the hell are you going to do a show with Brad Nortman?" Blah blah blah.
Public enemy number one.
And I really I don't think about it, but I'm actually getting pretty sad thinking about the fact that my high school career was ended by you. You ended me and my friends' great love of playing football together. Thank you.
And the Brookfield disposition of it is sympathy. We feel sympathy for you, Kyle, and for all of Whitefish Bay and all the Blue Dukes back there in the class of 08. It's just a deep sympathy.
Tell Miss XYZ thanks and tell her son to go bleep himself.
Kick rocks.
Can I say that?
Are you going to pass that along, Mrs. XYZ?
So he's telling Miss XYZ to go XYZ herself?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Dang, you don't talk to Mrs. XYZ like that.
Well, she shouldn't have brought up these bones and scars.
She feels bad for you, Kyle. You're going to give her that response?
You know what? I just don't like Mike. That's what I don't like.
This is so real. I feel it too.
No, I'm dead ass serious.
Get it off your chest. Seriously,
No,
I feel like you haven't.
I
I'm serious. Yell about it.
Because I will say, me and Mike, we're going to go visit Drew Herma in Florida in a couple weeks. I won't be on the show because of that.
What sucks about it is that I was a good high school football. If I would have played, it would have been a whole different scenario. We wouldn't have even played y'all. I know. I started my junior year, and you're lucky I tore my ACL, or your career would be over. It would have been Kyle. That guy Kyle, he ended the great Brad Nortman's career. Yes, that punting career. Oh, he punted a lot in that game because Kyle was locking him down. Oh, you remember that guy that knocked your teeth out when you tried to catch the ball? Yeah, that was me. But instead, I was just on the sideline saying, "Get him, tackle him." That's
Kyle,
it.
this is a sad reminiscent of Kyle being at a bar right now with all of his Whitefish Bay buddies.
If I would have torn my ACL, I'd be in the league.
I'd be in the league right now.
You're more of a Carrington Valentine than Jair Alexander.
Come
on now.
Carrington, he's more like an Eric Stokes.
Dang, I wasn't going to do him like that.
Why y'all doing me,
Harold?
Why y'all doing me like that?
We got Kevin King on the show with us.
Hey!
We drafted you instead of TJ Watt.
You ain't no Al Harris.
Kevin King, try Josh Jackson.
Yeah. You ain't no Al Harris.
Oh gosh! I mean, what can I say? We'll never know. Unfortunately,
Craig Newsome. 800-990-3776. Text in your obscure bad Packers cornerbacks that we're comparing Kyle to right now.
Oh, Kyle! I don't doubt. The game might have been slightly more competitive, but
hey, you guys suck because we
took it too lightly. We were like, Whitefish Bay, doormat, not worried. Came out a little flat.
Came out a little flat. You almost lost.
Nah, we got the win. We're just toying with you, playing with our food. You know what I mean?
Don't give me.
What year was this?
This was in 2007, October of 2007. Jimmy Sherburne, who was a good basketball player at Whitefish Bay. You may have heard of him before.
Hell no, I don't know Jimmy Sherburne.
He went to
Princeton. He's low
or,
level.
Somewhere. I went to play basketball, and he was good. He was good. He was sick that day. He was sick. He threw some interceptions.
Sick. He wasn't tough enough to play through it.
No, he was not.
Successfully.
He was not. Not that day. He was good, but
he's
he wasn't
from
that
Whitefish
good that
Bay.
day.
What did you expect?
Yeah, I know. I got a cough, coach.
I think I'm getting the black lung, Pa.
Black lung, nice.
Hey, I just dug up the. I should probably hit this, huh? So I just dug up the stats from this game.
They have a box score?
Sure do.
With sports, probably.
Receiving, number 31, Brad Nortman.
31?
Yeah, I wanted to be a little different.
Yeah.
3 catches, 41 yards,
and
the game-winning touchdown.
What's up?
Powerful.
What's up?
Yeah.
What about
just
punts?
That's a great
He probably
question.
didn't punch too
No
much.
punting stats.
Yeah, no, it was 34-27.
That's
Yeah, it was.
crazy.
Your boy Drew Herma though. 21 carries, 170 yards, 3 touchdowns.
No, he went. Listen. That boy went hammers that day. I told you, he hurdled my boy. I saw him running. He did the hurdle. We saw the hurdle. My boy went for the low tackle. That boy said, "Shoot!" I said, "Damn."
Your boy Mike was the quarterback.
Yeah.
Awful day for him.
Oh, he did.
Trash. Mike is trash.
Tell Miss XYZ, Mike was trash.
He was 6 of 8, so 75% completion
Look,
percentage.
they all had to do was run the ball.
6 of 8, 107 yards. Not bad.
A half to me.
1 incompletion, 1 interception.
Oh, shoot.
And a touchdown pass.
Well,
To
yeah,
you.
2 incompletions.
The touchdown pass was to you.
Yeah, that's right. How about any defensive stats on there?
Probably not.
They only
Even if they
listed 6
tackles.
defenders, but no tackles. But you are one of the 6 defenders listed.
Okay.
That makes
I'll
you
take
feel
that.
good.
Brad,
Way to set the edge, Brad.
Yeah, that's right.
You'll never be able to convince me that I wouldn't have changed the game.
Never? I
Yeah.
could never convince you that.
No, never.
Wow.
No.
Drew
wouldn't have hurdled me.
The delusion of Packer fanhood goes,
Are you aware, and I don't know how accurate this is because this is a long time ago, but are you aware of the passing stats they have listed for you on this website?
Passing?
That's correct.
Like me throwing the ball?
That is correct.
That is inaccurate.
1 attempt for negative 31 yards.
Oh, you know what that was?
Interception?
So, no.
Oh, you went backwards?
How do you throw
a snap went over my head as a punter. So I went back the week before. This happened 2 weeks in a row. I went back. Actually, our friend Jake Taylor was the long snapper.
Oh, Jake Taylor.
Yeah, so it went over
Bumps
my
him
head
too.
against Marquette. I ran back there, caught it, went, made 2 guys miss, and I sent off a rocket punt. Happened the very next week, and I said, I can just do this again. So here we go. I run back there, I catch it, and 2 guys go, smash. I tried to throw it at the time, so I believe that was the negative 31. I tried to save a play, and it went to...
What a bum. Negative 31 passing yards in his passing career. Bum.
You know, Kyle, you're
the
missing
NFL.
you're missing the thing that you have most on Brad. Despite his entire career, he's still sitting in the same room with you doing the same profession.
I mean, it's
about
cool.
that?
I mean, it's cool and all, but I mean, he really did. I'd never forget. I was crying on the bus home. I remember leaving that damn parking lot, looking at the score, just thinking, oh, it's over.
I've never thought of Kyle crying before.
No, I don't
know,
cry very
it's a
often.
wild idea.
No, I don't cry very often, but having your football career ended in high school is pretty sad.
And now all Brad has done is invest his money. You know, he's smart with his money, and here we go. He's getting to talk about Bank 5-9, who's also smart with money.
That's right. I mean, if you want to be smart with your money, the only smart play when it comes to put your money is Bank 5-9. Bank 5-9, they're all across southeastern Wisconsin. They're growing. That's because they have customers that know their loyalty. They know that they're trustworthy. They know they're a community bank that is for them. And not only that, they help everybody in their community. Their volunteerism is off the charts. 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the community, and they support financially hundreds of nonprofits. So whether it be a customer of the bank, whether it be an employee or just a member of the southeastern Wisconsin community, Bank 5-9 is making the lives better of all those around them. So you're probably right now, this is the end of the week, it's Friday, you're probably cashing your check and bringing it home. If you're not depositing that check right into Bank 5-9 as your personal bank, then you're just doing it wrong. They are your go-to location for your true local community bank. That is Bank 5-9, making lives better all over southeastern Wisconsin. Check out bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Pole position brought to you by Great Lakes Dragaway. Coming up next on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Let's see who got the worst poll of the week across ESPN Wisconsin.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Yeah, let them do it. I ain't doing it.
You're not going to hurt our feelings.
Come on.
Just mine.
Homer, come on.
Yo, fuck, I should be doing this time. I should be 2-6. That good enough for you? You need any more?
That's fair.
Need any more? One? Us?
Yeah.
Y'all
2, 3, 4.
You're all the same.
There we go.
Nobody's as good as me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
So far, looking at a pretty good ride out there. Eastbound 94 just a little tight between 84th Street and Hawley Road. A little bit, again, coming out of the stadium interchange. Westbound's a bit slow from 25th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 41 just a little bit heavy between Capitol Drive and Burleigh. And 43 north and southbound right now looking pretty good. No delays at the moment. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. They know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, slight chance for flurries, mostly cloudy skies with a low of 17. And then tomorrow, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 34. Weather is brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Join their 2-man scramble tournament and play Pebble Beach for a chance to win cash through the 31st. Sign up at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This 3-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota. Iota.
Yeah. That's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener to Wilde and Tausch.
What?
the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Ready for a win? Well, it's your year. At Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, you could win over $2,000 in free play every month all year long. Just play your favorite games and you might take the stage in the It's Your Year game show. 25 winners each Thursday. There's $300,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs this January. Yeah, we think it's your year. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 years old to play.
Homer here. I'm inviting you to join me starting August the 9th as we explore the many shades of Ireland with Colette Vacations, a 10-day journey filled with legendary views, historic expeditions, and unforgettable tales. Explore the historic city of Dublin, kiss the famous Blarney Stone, and stand on the spectacular cliffs of Moher. We'll also journey Ireland's breathtaking countryside and follow the stunning coastal route of the Ring of Kerry. We'll experience the daily life of an Irish family with a dairy farm visit and enjoy a taste or two at a historic whiskey distillery. We'll even stay overnight in a medieval castle. Join me for all of the experiences and so many more. All the details are online at ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com. Don't worry about the planning. Colette handles all the details of this 10-day excursion. You can get full scoop of this once-in-a-lifetime trip on February the 2nd at 5 p.m. as I'll be hanging out with the Colette team at Maddie's Bar and Grill in New Berlin. That's February 2nd, 5 p.m. Maddie's in New Berlin. Don't miss out.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Shout out to our guy Don on the Carbless Talk and Text line. We love a little love from our KBN Nation family. Just gave us all a shout out. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. List is more. I am Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace.
Cool.
Brad Nortman, Super Bowl 50 runner-up, and Alex Strofe running the show. Any bad polls, Strofe?
None that are terrible, but I am going to light one up.
Let's do it.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Pole Position. Pole Position on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is presented by Great Lakes Dragway, a quarter-mile-long drag strip, plus a drift pad. Even drive your own car on the track. Find full event schedule and ticket information at GreatLakesDragway.com.
The worst poll of the week. I got to go with my guy, Jason Wilde. Wilde and Tausch, weekdays 9 to noon on ESPN Wisconsin. Tuesday's poll, their first show of the week. Jason tweeted today's Wilde and Tausch poll. With what happened in the NFC divisional round over the weekend, do you feel better, worse, or the same about the Packers' playoff exit? Why would I feel any different? We still lost.
What were the results?
72% the same. Why would I feel any different?
I think the only way that people might feel worse is seeing the Lions lose. Yeah, after that weekend. You see the Lions lose.
Great, you didn't beat the Eagles.
I'm just trying to make sense of it. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me.
I'm lashing out. I'm upset. Okay? I want to go to the Super Bowl, Ben.
Take it out on Jason.
Yeah, Jason. Like that.
Yeah, the only way I'd feel worse is like, all right, maybe we weren't that good because
did you feel better?
Better, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how you'd feel better.
that
If
one.
anything, it's the same or worse because you lost to the Vikings who lost and the Lions who lost twice in the same season, and they didn't make it further.
Sure.
And that's the only way I can conceptualize the worst.
Good spin. Good spin by you.
It's not even spin. Like as a fan, like that's how you should kind of feel. Like, but if you feel the same, I get it. If you feel worse because you're like, we thought we were closer than we were, and then the teams that beat us all year also lost. But also, in perspective of the NFL playoffs, you do realize that it is a one and done thing. The Lions play the Commanders 10 times; they probably win 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's why, like, do you feel better? The whole, like, concept of the question is sort of like NFL transitive property. Like, I beat you and you beat them, therefore, all that kind of mentality. But it's any given Sunday. I mean, how many times are the Lions going to turn the ball over 5 times and lose to the Commanders? It's just not going to happen very often. So, whenever you lose, to me, if I'm rooting for the Packers, I don't feel any different.
Ben, did you know what he was talking about when he said transitive?
Hell no! Transitive property?
You know transitive property?
I went into Stroh's ear and I said, transitive property, eh?
Transitive property mathematically.
If 2 things are equal to a third thing, then they are equal to each other.
Okay.
What the hell? What does that mean?
I thought you were talking about transitioning properties. I'm like, math. What?
All right, next poll.
No. I need to understand what the hell he was saying.
It means you win if you beat somebody that beats somebody else. You would get the whole. Like, have you ever seen the map where it's like, if you beat this team, you get that stake?
This is it simply and like
those
algebraic.
are just letters. I don't know what that is.
We're on the radio.
If A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C.
Yeah,
That's the transitive
It's still
property.
confusing.
This is why I got a D in math in high
So
school.
if the Packers beat the Titans and the Titans beat the Giants,
And
the Packers beat the
should
Giants.
be able to beat the Giants.
Okay, anyways, no, I'm not
That's
happy
a
about any of this.
fallacy.
I won't feel better.
Guys, I failed math word problems so hard.
Yeah, I don't
If the train is moving at 60 miles per hour
those were so
and train
fascinating.
B is moving at 50 or 70, how fast will it take for train B to catch up to train A? I couldn't, how are you supposed to take words and then put it into a math equation? It's impossible.
How are you supposed to take A X equals MXB squared, whatever the hell that is,
the next
putting stuff
poll-
on a graph? I don't know it.
The next poll is
Brad
from
brought me out to hell in high school.
The next poll is from a man even smarter than Brad Nortman. That would be from Homer on the Homer Hour, right after us typically.
No argument there.
On ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Beaver Dam. We will lead you right into Marquette basketball. Marquette College Game Day with Brian D coming up right after us today. with
Marquette,
Villanova and
double-digit
Marquette.
favorites against Villanova at home.
Yep, 6 o'clock tip-off right here on your home for the Golden Eagles, 94.5 ESPN at Milwaukee. But from the Homer Hour, this was a close second for worst poll of the week, but the more I stewed on it, it's actually a good poll. Will Wisconsin make the college football playoff in the next 5 years? Yes or no?
No.
No. I hate to say it, but no.
Yes.
I think I'm Team Kyle here.
Yeah, college football's going to change.
You stupid.
No, for real. Hear me out.
Revenue sharing?
How quickly do you think it's going to change?
No, you said the college football playoffs.
Yeah.
So that means you got to be one
They
of
could
the.
be the 12th seed.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the way I look at it is the Badgers aren't going to be down forever, right? They have enough big pockets and big spenders to make sure that the Badgers are going to be decent. We're going to find out. Either it's going to be this year Luke Fickell is going to change the trajectory of the team, or Luke Fickell is going to be fired. And if Luke Fickell gets fired, somebody else comes in, they're going to swing for somebody that can change things. I think the Badgers are going to make the college football playoffs within the next 5 years. So by 2025?
Yeah, by 2030.
By 2030, the Badgers will make
2029.
they will make the college football playoffs. Don't mean they'll win.
So
they'll make it.
4 Big Ten teams will make it every given year, right? 4. Oregon, Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State.
Michigan's not going to make it every year. Penn State's not going to make it every year.
You're going to knock out of there.
Oregon's going to have a downtime as well. Like the Badgers.
They have deeper pockets than anyone.
Bro, Indiana made it this year.
Yeah, exactly. All it takes is for an easy. You guys are going to get an easy. They're going to get an easy schedule in the next 5 years.
The players that will be on the Badgers 2029. Well, I could probably.
They're all coming from Grambling State.
This could probably apply to the 2027 roster, but the players that will be on the 2029 roster aren't even in college football yet.
But you're
this is still blind hope.
It's on you guys to argue why they will be in there, because we have seen nothing that reflects that they actually have the capability to actually win in the Big Ten.
Because money aside, you still need an infrastructure of a program to
good coaching, good players.
Okay, last year sucked, but the Badgers they're far off because they weren't a complete football team. But Against
the way
top
you said
teams.
"but" was a huge but.
Against Penn State, who was in the college football playoffs, Wisconsin had them on the ropes. Against Oregon, who went to the college football playoffs, #1 ranked team in the country, they had them on the ropes. This football team just wasn't complete.
Brad,
they weren't.
Brad, do you remember when they lost to Minnesota, Nebraska, and Iowa by 30 each?
I know, because they weren't a complete football team. They had zero culture. They played with zero pride. If you still are having the same issue where you're competing against the top teams in the country and then getting blown out by mid to average teams, then that means this program is completely broken if they're still doing that 4 years from now.
But you said there's no culture, no pride. What's changing to change that?
Well, I'm saying if Luke Fickle's still around in 2030, that means this program's in the right direction. If not, that means we got a new head coach who I believe will put us in the right direction. We ain't gonna get it wrong twice in a row. Right?
Not.
I mean, it's
Hope
wishful
not.
thinking. I just
to be top 12 at the end of the year, 10 or more wins, top 4 in the Big Ten. Nothing about this program is showing me that they're capable of that. Personnel, coaching, recruiting,
I don't need to speak
money.
when you're speaking the same thought that I have.
5 years ago, you didn't think Wisconsin would. when they asked you in 2020.
But 5 years ago was a different landscape.
Exactly. In 2020, if I told you that Wisconsin they would expand to 12 teams, you wouldn't say, "Oh, well, Wisconsin would never make it to be one of the 12 teams." Things could change in 5 years, and I'm confident Wisconsin will be on the positive change to the negative change.
But again, that's you saying something. I need evidence to support your claims. Yeah. Like, what have you seen this offseason that you're like, ooh, okay, they made it the right step. Other than that, they're going to just change the staff, or like
they got a good running quarterback.
They're going to have to pay Fickle's buyout if he's not the guy, and then are they hamstrung on what they're going to do for the next guy? And then there's only so much money to go around.
What's his name? Who got all the money? His name is on the stuff there.
Kellner?
Yeah.
Ted Kellner.
He'll save the day.
Yeah. He's at least going to attempt.
Yeah.
Hope so.
All right.
We'll try again.
Good stuff as always. Brad, I will always listen to you on Badgers topics. Though I disagree with you on that.
No, it's just like you guys are like, oh, hey, Ted Kellner, save us. Like, Ted ain't on the field.
What? He can pay for people on the field. What to do? The wheels up?
Ted isn't Phil Knight.
Quick last one for you fellas. I'm done with the Badgers topic. We got plenty to get into in the next 6 months as we lead up to August college football season. I need a definitive answer. It's something we talked about a bit earlier. This also from Wildy and Tausch, weekdays 9 to 9. Which quarterback would you rather have leading the Green Bay Packers? Jordan Love or Jaden Daniels? 53% of respondents said Jaden Daniels.
For my reasoning earlier, his ability to utilize his legs, it has become so important in the NFL today. All 4 quarterbacks. You don't have to be you don't have to be like 1,000 yards a season runner. But you have to be more capable than what we've seen from Jordan Love. I know he was injured in the second year, but it still has never been in his DNA, even as a college quarterback and even in year 1.
Jordan Love is great. Jaden Daniels can do everything. He can run, he can throw, he can lead. He changed the culture of a dead franchise in 1 year. So give me Jaden Daniels.
Wait, didn't y'all want to give a lifetime contract to Jordan Love?
No, that's Brad.
Yeah, I said that, but that wasn't the question. It was Churio, Giannis, and Love. Jaden Daniels doesn't just find him on the street corner. He is potentially generational.
Okay. Give me Jaden Daniels as well.
Well, we know that.
Well, he said find on the street corner. My mind went a lot of different places what you can find on the street corner.
What you can't find on the street corner is the quality that Kyle can provide that he's getting right now with I think it's 3-3 you got going on in that home.
Yeah, I do got 3-3. He's talking about buy 3, get 3. That's exactly what I got in my house when I use Universal Windows Direct. Start your new year off right with some brand new windows. If you have been freezing your behind off in your house for these last couple weeks, then you know it's time to get new windows, and I have the solution. Universal Windows Direct. Because you know what? They use super spacer technology. It's exclusive to them. And what it does, it helps the window perform better. It helps the window last longer, and it keeps your home at a consistent, comfortable temperature all year round. So if you and your loved one are thinking about, or by yourself, just thinking about, hey, I think I want to upgrade these windows, or you know what, I want to have some newer windows, contact my guys at Universal Windows Direct. And what I love about them, they're not trying to just make sure that you buy. They're not buy. They're saying, hey, we're going to give you all the information. We're going to tell you that we have 3 years, 0% financing. We have buy 2, get 2. And then on top of that, listen, after we give you our presentation and our quote and show you our windows, contact the other guys. Contact other window companies and then get a quote from them. And if their quote is better than ours, bring it to us because we will beat it. Yes, that's exactly what they do at Universal Windows Direct. So there's no pressure whatsoever. Get all the quotes you want, but I promise you, Universal Windows Direct will be the one you love. So call them today at 414-410-2000 to schedule your free in-home estimate or visit universalwindowsdirect.com. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my Universal Windows Direct.
2-1 in the new year on Ben's Best Bets. I got a winner for you tonight. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
He is now off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played...
Choke artists. Choke artists, choke artists, choke artists. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You
frauds,
choked against
what else are
TCU.
we?
You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. Y'all choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Eastbound 94 seeing some delays right now coming in from 84th Street all the way to about 27th. The westbound side is slowing down from 25th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Southbound 41, a little heavy right past Capitol Drive, and 43 southbound's been pretty quiet. We are seeing a little bit of a tap on the brakes as you're making your way through the Marquette interchange. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. They know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Tonight, slight chance for flurries, mostly cloudy otherwise, a low of 17. Tomorrow will be becoming mostly sunny, a high of 34. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The new year at your local Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis Auto Group dealerships. If it's the new year, it's time for a new ride. So plan on driving into 2025 in style at a Cunis Auto Group dealership near you. Your Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis dealerships feature America's best-selling brands from both Buick and GMC, all at nearby locations in Oak Creek and Greenfield. During January, every remaining new 2024 vehicle plus thousands of select pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs are all being discount priced to sell. We've got to make immediate room for hundreds of incoming new 2025, as well as hundreds of fresh trade-ins from the holiday season. We're paying top values on all trades, no matter what the mileage or condition. Don't forget to check out individual dealership websites for pre-owned vehicles super specials. Plus, January service specials on everything from oil changes, tires, and brakes. Ring in big New Year savings at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Region Cunis Auto Group dealerships, or shop online at shopcunis.com.
Winning in the NFL comes down to the basics, blocking and tackling. In retirement, protection and income are the keys to success. Simply put, if you're nearing or in retirement, you can't afford a stock market crash. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons. Having played on winning teams with the Steelers and Falcons, studying game film was a key to success. Now I'm a best-selling author and star in a new groundbreaking documentary film called The Retirement Deception. It unveils how the Wall Street machine has been deceiving us for decades and proves you don't need to risk your nest egg in the market to have the retirement you deserve. This film shows you exactly how to protect your retirement from stock market drops and produce more income than you thought possible. I want you to watch this film for free. Call today for your free copy of The Retirement Deception. I think you would agree 30 to 40 years of saving for retirement is at least worth a phone call to watch this film and see how you can improve your retirement. Call today to speak with an all-pro retirement specialist to get your free copy of The Retirement Deception. Call 855-620-1801. That's 855-620-1801. MitchLyonsWealth.com. Your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
Join the Bucks and tip off Black History Month with the team's Black Excellence Game, presented by Hennessy on Sunday, February 2nd. Celebrate the next generation of Black leaders through storytelling, performances, and more. Enjoy incredible on-court action when the team faces off against Memphis while we shine a spotlight on Black excellence in our community. Visit bucks.com/impact for details and to secure your tickets. That's bucks.com/impact.
Whether you are a local who wants to enjoy a night out or you're planning to visit our great city of Milwaukee, enjoy an artfully stylish experience at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Hey, maybe you got friends coming in from out of town. St. Kate the Arts Hotel is ideally located in the heart of the theater district in downtown Milwaukee with deluxe accommodations, culinary creativity, on-site art galleries, and nightly live music. You and your friends will enjoy every element of your stay at St. Kate. Learn more and book your stay at stkatearts.com. That's stkatearts.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman hanging with you on this. I don't know if it's beautiful outside, but it's Friday nonetheless. I love when Strofe touches his headphones like he's actually DJing. Like fake moving buttons. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking Text Line. List is more. You got it marked? The points victory from I took from you? 2-1 on best bets in 2025 on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Time to go 3-1. Let's make money.
It's time for Ben Brust's Best Bets. Sponsored by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. There's a table waiting for you at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. 12 bars and restaurants, a winning seat at 40 table games or 3,000 slot machines, and full-service sports betting. Explore more at paysbig.com.
Sometimes I look at some of these spreads in college basketball and I'm like, why is it that? And this was one where I was like, am I overthinking it? And I don't think I'm overthinking it at all. The Purdue Boilermakers on Fox. So, it's nice on Friday night if you got some of that on one of those bigger channels. It's not FS1, it's on Fox. 7 p.m., they're at home against Michigan. So 11th ranked Purdue at home against 21st ranked Michigan. Purdue is 3.5-point favorites. Typically, I look at this, I'm like, damn, Purdue at home, they're typically a 7-point favorite in the spot. Forget whatever Michigan is. Michigan turns the ball over 14 times a game. That leads the Big Ten. You cannot go into Mackey Arena turning it over that much and expect to even come close to winning. I am laying 3.5 all day with Matt Painter at Mackey Arena. One of those where it's like, don't overthink it. Purdue's good. Braden Smith is good. Even though they lost Zach Edey, they're still a good program, and they win at Mackey Arena. Let me tell you, the Badgers had won 4 times there in 40 years. It's part of two of those. Very proud of that.
Wow. Did you beat Gene Katie or no?
No.
He was gone.
No, he's way gone.
Was he?
Yes. Matt Painter was there for 5-6 years.
Damn. How old is Matt Painter?
Matt Painter's been there
Forever.
What?
Forever.
Matt Painter, Purdue coach length.
He is 54 years old.
He's been there since 05-06.
Oh, wow.
Matt Painter's been there since 05? He's been there 20 years?
So he's been there since he was 35.
That's way longer than
447 and 203, which ranks second all-time behind Gene Katie. So, yes, I am taking the experience. I am taking Mackey Arena, and I love that they turn the ball over the most in the Big Ten. You don't have a winning formula at Mackey doing that. It is a hard place to play. Lay the 3.5 with Purdue and don't look back.
I went to Pato last night.
Did you place that?
Sure did.
Feel worse about it. I'm just kidding.
I love it. I exact reasoning you had. This is the correct play. I feel like
it's the correct play.
I'm the president of the Fade Ben Brust fan club.
I've been hot recently.
You've been hot. And I love this play. Well done by you.
You know I like this is because I just saw they lost to Ohio State at home, stepping a 26 home game winning streak. You're not going to lose back-to-back.
Yeah, and they were up and blew it.
Yeah, no, they're going to bounce back. They're a good program.
What's the hardest arena you played in?
Mackey Arena. Hands down. Mackey Arena,
really?
East Lansing, Breslin with the Izzone, and then when Indiana was good, they were good.
And they were good when you were there.
Yeah, they were the number 1 seed in the tournament my junior year. We beat them twice. We were 2-0.
That was Oladipo, right?
Oladipo, Cody Zeller. They didn't really have Yogi Ferrell was a freshman.
Yogi Ferrell.
Oh, yeah. So was Illinois hard to play at? Because it seems like we can't win there no more.
No, and we can't beat Brad Underwood. The Badgers can't. But never lost to Illinois when I was there.
Northwestern.
Never lost except for my senior year. It was the worst loss of my career.
Yeah, it should be.
At home.
Oh.
We smoked them by 40 to start Big Ten play. We lost 5 of 6 before we won 8 in a row, and then we're a 2 seed and went to the Final Four. Part of that 5-6 game losing streak was losing to a dog water Northwestern team. There's fun history of the Wisconsin Badgers. But lay Purdue -3.5 at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. And if you're in a rush because you just heard this, they have 20-minute reserved parking spaces for you to go in and out. If you have a rewards card, find that machine, put it in there, place your bet, get rewards points. And if you have time, go to the sports book, watch it on the 2,000 square foot video wall, get great food from the restaurant of the kitchen. You can sit in the wonderful recliners. You can get a booth area. They have it all for you. 2,000 square foot video wall. If you just want to watch that, you can watch that. If you want to watch like 15 other things, you can watch 15 other things. Depends on what you like and what you're looking for. They have it all for you at Potawatomi Casino Hotel and their brand new sports book. Gary Ellerson, he's hit or miss. We shoot him a call. If he answers, great. If he doesn't, we keep on rolling. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman to close out Friday. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
He was the lead in the girls softball movie, the Bernstein Bears. What's it called?
800
what?
990
Tom Hanks, that movie. There's no crying in baseball. What was it?
That was A League of Their Own.
Yeah. Not Bad News Bears.
The Bernstein Bears, like the book.
Bernstein Bears. Bro, you're done.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Looking for the most popular answer. What's the worst thing about Wisconsin winters? Gina Della from Pella.
Finding a sitter when snow closes school. Yay! It's the time of the year when we just want to be all warm and snuggly at home. And Pella helps make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. With inviting doors to let friends and family in and beautiful energy-efficient windows to keep the cold out. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply.
It's the perfect Valentine's heart.
The kind a schoolboy would draw.
It's the most adorable pendant we've ever created.
Innocent, fun-loving, and sweeter than honey.
Cute, cute, cute.
It's cherry red ceramic that's been through the fire.
We've been making ceramic jewelry for thousands of years.
Seriously?
Google it.
But this ceramic heart has things they didn't know about thousands of years ago.
Like what?
Diamonds. 18 of them.
These created diamonds were made for the one who sparkles like the sun.
I can see her in my mind right now.
It's the perfect Valentine's gift.
And it's only $128 at Kessler's.
Monica, what else do we have?
We have 4 different ways to say I love you.
Each pendant is a different shape covered in diamonds.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
An oval.
A square with rounded corners.
A teardrop.
And a heart.
Your choice, just $148 at Kessler's. For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit Kessler'sDiamonds.com.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See AssociatedBank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. Happy New Year. How's business? Do you really know? We recently worked with several clients who thought they knew, but didn't because their books were not in order. Imagine thinking you were making $1 million, but because your books are a mess, you were really only making $200,000. Quite a difference. Imagine finding out expenses were not properly recorded or sales were double recorded. If these happen to you, we can help. We work with our clients to clean up their books and give them the information they need to know where their business is now and where it is going in the future. Don't wait. Start on the path to less stress, more cash in your pocket, and no more sleepless nights. Call us at 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net today to book a meeting. We can talk over Zoom, the phone, in our office, or your place of business. Yes, we like to visit our business clients. Don't wait any longer. Call 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net.
One call, that's all.
It's not just a slogan, but a way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for well over 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Come on in. Telling your company's story, it's all about branding. Look no further than 3 Tree Marketing, who's a full-service branded merchandising agency who's going to take your company to the next level. Whether it be new teammates, business partners, specialized gifting, or onboarding kits, whenever you put your logo, your insignia on something you can see, you can touch, you can feel, you're going to want to use 3 Tree Marketing. Whenever we use them here at Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, boy, are we satisfied. Our message is delivered, and we feel like our story is told perfectly. Separates us from everybody else. It's an amazing opportunity to showcase what your brand is all about with 3 Tree Marketing. So set an appointment today to see what 3 Tree Marketing can do for you and your team at 3treemarketing.com.
Joining us now is Wisconsin Magazine's Sexiest Man of the Year in 2001 is Gary Ellerson. Gary Ellerson, how are you?
Good, guys. How you doing?
No, it's not real, Brad. I don't even think there's a Wisconsin Magazine.
I was about to say, dang, Gary. Good for you.
Yeah, it's a figment of his imagination, but I take it.
Yeah.
The
fact
Gary,
that I was thinking about you like that, Gary, is
the thing is, Gary,
Yeah.
I believed it, which says a thing or two about you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
it says a lot about me.
Gary, we did poll position here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, and we reacted to one of the polls. And Brad and I think you'll be with us with the brains. Kyle, without the brains.
Hey.
Will the Badgers make the college football playoff in the next 5 years? We said no. Kyle said, yeah.
That'd be no, Kyle.
Time out. So y'all
Educate him, Gary.
Wait a minute. So y'all have no hope. Like there's what am I?
No, they're not. No. I mean, what hope do you see, Kyle? Help me out, please.
The hope of history. Like we can't. The Badgers have not sucked for a decade straight. Like they have not. They have not sucked in the last 30 years. So there's no way they're going to suck for a complete decade because if they go the next 5 years and they can't make it to a college
even
football
if they
playoff,
don't suck, that doesn't mean they're guaranteed to go to the college football playoff.
You have to be great.
Right.
But we've been in a position.
The problem is you don't trust Luke Fickell. Luke Fickell's got to show me more. And right now, I haven't seen. I mean, you listen. The Longo situation was horrible. Everybody saw that coming in. So you changed the whole face of really the organization. Fine, but Fickell has been in the Big Ten. He knows what the Big Ten is all about. How you gonna hire that guy? Okay, so now you fire him. You're your second offensive coordinator. Now this guy's supposed to be more like Paul Chris, but now we got to recruit to that. So now you got to recruit all over again. And all those guys that you recruited for here for the last 2 years, they're all gone, and now you got to start all over.
And if this starting all over doesn't work out, Gary, then you got to start all over again.
So
start all over again.
So basically, the Badgers program is poo-put. Like they're not good. We shouldn't expect anything from them over the next 5 years. So the expectation is 6 to 7 wins, 8 wins top.
I hate to say it. I'm going to keep it 100. I hate to say it. I need to see more from Luke Fickell, and right now I don't see him having us in the playoff in 5 years.
But if he's still coaching in 5 years, good things are happening, Gary.
Not exactly. That means that the landscape of NIL has changed, and we're not going to pay $20 million to go bring a bunch of kids in here.
Money drives everything in college football nowadays.
Yeah,
Are you deflated now? We tried telling you, we're not idiots.
Deflated. I'm an optimistic individual, and you guys killed my optimism.
There was a graphic.
And in 5 years, who knows? I mean, because next year, let's just say if the number is right, if it's $20 million that Ohio State spent, what's going to happen to Georgia and Alabama.
I mean, Gary, you're exactly right. There was a graphic. Don't quote me on it, but there was a graphic of top teams and what they spent this last year. No surprise, it was most of the college football playoff teams. Like, you buy yourself a team nowadays in college football.
Right. And then you hope to catch lightning in a bottle, and that will be the Badgers, that it could all work out like it did for Indiana.
Gary, did you put your $1 million in yet?
For where?
What do you mean for where? You just said he can buy. We got to buy championships, $20 million. I need you to put your $1 million in, Gary. All y'all alums. I'm just a fan. Y'all alums.
Well, you know what? You know who's the guy that should be doing? I need to talk to Nortman, because Nortman. He's the investor over there.
How do you know that, Gary?
He worked in the finance world. He's sitting on a pile of our money.
Nortman is a cheap man. That's what he is.
I need to see. I'm going to use Gary's. I need to see a little bit more out of Luke Fickell before I open up that creaky Nortman pocketbook. It's creaky.
Yes. Yeah. I need
to see
more.
Punter and kicker or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I love what they did with Greg Gard, even though there were a lot of people wanted Gard fired here the last couple of years or so. And Greg has completely turned it around, and most certainly now they have adjusted to the NIL and to the players that could fit their system and still maintain some sort of winning ways that they are and still remain Wisconsin basketball. Wisconsin football totally has gone away from what they really were, and now they got to try to figure out how to get that identity back. I don't know if Luke Fickell can, because the identity Barry Alvarez was so strong, it was passed down by a number of the coaches. I don't know if Luke Fickell, he's going to have to figure out how to navigate NIL and how to make his own presence felt and not Barry Alvarez's presence. And that's going to be tough to do.
Gary Ellerson joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman before the Homer Hour with Gary Ellerson. Now, GE, as it pertains to Jaden Daniels, obviously it's been the conversation. Even when it's not the conversation, it comes back to being the conversation because somebody will chime in or bring it up. But undoubtedly, he's had a phenomenal season, and he's made it to the division round as a rookie. Very impressive. Would you take him over Love?
Listen, Jaden Daniels was a better quarterback coming out of college than Jordan Love. Why wouldn't you take him? He had more talent to begin with.
Is he better now?
Jaden Daniels was at Arizona State, then left there, and then went to LSU, right?
That's right.
That is correct.
Yep.
And then what was he drafted? Do you remember his draft position? What was he? 5?
I believe number 2 won the Heisman.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody want to make this thing about, would you take him over Jordan Love? Yeah. I would have took him over Jordan Love when they came out to college together. That's no mystery. He was a better quarterback.
It's actually a really good simplistic way to put it.
Yeah,
he won the Heisman, was drafted second. Jordan Love was the 4th of the quarterbacks drafted in 2020.
Does it concern
I would have taken Caleb Williams before Jordan Love.
That's real.
Had they been in the same draft.
That's real.
G, does that concern you for the near and medium term for the Green Bay Packers to be competitive in the NFC? Because for so long, it was the AFC has all those quarterbacks. They have Mahomes and Allen and Burrow. And it seemed like the Packers, the landscape was wide open in the NFC. But now you're talking about Jaden Daniels looks like a stud. Do you think that prevents the Packers from having an easier way to the Super Bowl than they normally would? Are you concerned?
And still haven't got there since 2010?
True.
No, I still think Jordan Love can get the Green Bay Packers. With me saying all that, I still think Jordan Love can get the Green Bay Packers to the Super Bowl. I think he's good enough to do that.
What do you think?
But he's not. I mean, he's not Aaron Rodgers in them. He may not be Jaden Daniels because we haven't seen how good Jaden Daniels is going to be. I think Jaden Daniels next year, guys, mark my word, will take a step back, just like C.J. Stroud did. Guaranteed.
Okay. Well, who do you?
The Gary Ellerson guarantee.
Yeah, Gary Ellerson guarantee. Gary, can you guarantee? Well, not guarantee, but who has the most responsibility this offseason to improve the Green Bay Packers?
Well,
is it?
It's obviously this offseason is Goody.
Okay, the next year.
Yeah.
Who has the most important? I mean, is it Goody that you need to put this on? Is it Jordan or is it Matt LaFleur? Who's going to play the biggest role in the success of the 2025 football team?
And I hate to dodge your question, but I think it's got to be Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love. And here's why I say that.
I'll hear you out.
Matt LaFleur needs to figure out another offensive system with Josh Jacobs, right? Because right now is the offense is Jordan Love featuring Josh Jacobs. Jordan Love now is just kind of the side guy now. And so how does Matt LaFleur meld all that together and make that offense what we thought that it was. So it's really on Matt LaFleur. And now Jordan Love has to take that next step in year 3. The year 1, he caught everybody by surprise. Defensive coordinators and everybody else in the offseason went in the lab and say, okay, here's what we got to do to Jordan Love stop him. Now they need to take those tapes from year 2 into